All right.
Yay.
And it's a cheers.
Cheers.
And it's a cheers.
Cheers.
Bonk, bonk.
And it's a cheers.
Bonk,
And
bonk,
it's
bonk, bonk.
cheers. I'm going to take a sip real quick.
Yep.
Ooh, that is a dirty.
Yeah, that's
Mine's pretty
tangy.
dirty.
Brennan,
I like it. Yeah. Hey, what's up?
what's this podcast called?
Oh.
Yeah, it is
significantly off.
Yeah!
Consistently off.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, you got it on the
I'm going
second
to turn around.
Yeah.
Significantly off.
Good save, good save,
Good
good save.
You're only the third person to get it right.
So I got episode 66.
66.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for cruising
thank you
on
for
down.
having me.
It's Martini Monday, as
Martini
chosen
Monday.
by the guest. This is Brennan Torres.
Brennan
Hey.
Torres.
Which type of title should I give you? You've been a member of multiple bands. You work with me in the world of online distribution.
Yeah.
What is your moniker? It's like, here lies Brennan.
He does stuff.
Just a dude.
That
Just a
motherfucker.
dude being a dude.
Dude.
That mother. Yeah. Oh, Brennan, you motherfucker.
This may be, though, because we keep having guests and we keep talking about drummers. Bassist.
Bassist.
Yeah.
Bassist first or keys?
No, guitar first.
Guitar first.
Guitar
Okay.
first. Then, got my hands on one of them little tiny, like, basically it's a toy.
Okay.
Just, got the little ribbon thing that you can noodle on.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I was just like, whoa. I threw that into some delay, and that kicked off my whole synthesizer thing.
Nice.
Yeah, when-
Oh, you mean like one of those micro corgi, like the
Yeah.
this big, right?
Yeah. It's just like a little tiny guy.
Yeah.
For a little ribbon chaos pad type thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Go.
Can't really hit one note at a time, so you go.
Craig, you had like a metal one with like a pen on it, right?
Yeah, stylophone. It was stylophone.
Stylophone.
Boom. We got there.
Stylophones are
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
We got
Mine's
there.
so jacked up now.
Oh, yeah, it does not work.
Yeah, it does not. Yeah. And it's changing
Kinda cooler,
notes right now.
Yeah. Hey, throw enough delay on it.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, that's the Alt J guitar.
That is the alt J
that
guitar.
one right there. Yeah, that.
You
We
just
write
hold-
alt J songs.
Yeah,
on
that's
You
it.
hold a
classical, yeah.
chord, and
Yeah.
then you just.
And the Gregorian chant. Yeah, and then
Not tuned, just
You
whatever
pretty
tune
much
it's
got
in.
it.
That's the Alt J tune.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So,
How
yeah.
long have you been playing instruments? Guitar first?
Guitar first. So, my sister, her boyfriend from like a long time ago.
Tori
This was
Amos.
when I was in 3rd grade. He gave me a guitar because he played in a couple different bands and he had like several guitars. He's like, "Here, man, I got you something." And I was like, "No way!"
What kind of guitar?
Oh God, it was
Don't be ashamed.
something not even name brand.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like,
nice.
I don't-
Talking
He
about.
gave it to you.
I don't
which is
remember.
Just
Yeah.
strange.
It had like the Kramer hockey puck type,
Oh,
Oh,
Head
yeah.
sock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and it was like, it was your favorite color. It was
Red?
It was red.
yeah.
Was it like strat body type thing? Super strat?
Kinda. It had.
Oh.
It definitely was HH.
Do you still have it?
Double humbuckies.
Double
No,
humbuckies.
it unfortunately burned in a fire in 2008.
I was going to say, well,
An intentional fire or?
Wildfire
'Cause
that
you
have-
ripped
Whoa.
through Yorba Linda.
Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sounds like a confirmed kill. Otherwise,
Confirmed
I'd say
Yeah.
that might be Shafe.
Yeah.
No.
We might have
It's
got
not
it.
Shafe.
We might
Dude,
have got
and
it.
I had a 1950s 110 Dan Electro amp
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
with overdrive on it.
Oh, cool. Burned?
Just melted.
Oh.
Done. Just totally done.
Sacrifice to the
I
gods.
was super bummed about that.
Yeah.
Turn it into like a dinner table or something. Like a little side table. Just put
Yeah.
some glass on top of it.
Just the case.
That's
Yeah.
my first amp I ever had. It lit on fire.
Well, I guess it's my magazine rack now. I don't even have magazines.
It's a conversation piece, all right?
Here lies.
Here lies my first amp.
Rip.
Did you then buy stuff after? Did everything burn down?
So-
Well, we're skipping
okay,
around.
yeah,
Now there's,
so,
now
like-
there's a fire.
Back in 2008, there was a fire in Corona. So I basically always lived on the edge of Orange County and Corona.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that side of Yorba Linda.
I mean, you're talking current events with fires, and you're talking
Dude.
Oh
yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
So this,
Yeah.
I mean,
It happens
California.
every
Desert.
year.
Yeah,
California.
every year.
SoCal, Orange County, yeah.
So I lived basically there's on one side is the Cleveland National Forest.
Oh yeah.
And then on the other side is Chino Hills National Forest.
Gotcha.
So all of that is just dead brush always.
Wilderness. Yeah.
And so there was a fire that started in Corona. There was heavy ass winds, so that whipped up through the hills into Yorba Linda, into Brea, into parts of Irvine.
Wow.
And it was called the Tri-City Complex Fire because it hit three
Right.
cities.
Yeah.
So my complex backed up to orange groves, and my building and the building next to me, out of like 100 buildings in this apartment complex, burned.
Nice.
No other buildings were touched.
They were in the middle.
Yeah.
Flames skipped over.
Damn.
Dude, yeah, it was gnarly. I also
Wow.
had a Stratocaster.
There you go.
It was mexy, but I mean,
Hey,
it's
doesn't
still,
matter.
still a
I
Strat.
think I have
you know what
Yeah.
they're charging for those now?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
When are you going to tell us you started the fire?
Inside job.
Yeah. I lit my own fire.
It was my joint. It was, my bad.
When you started playing, did you start learning songs or riffs? Did you just figure it out? Lessons?
I had lessons for a time, for about 2 years, and then my teacher moved to Boston
Bastion.
to go to a music conservatorium,
Fair enough.
Berkeley?
Berkeley,
Yeah.
Berkeley School of
The
Music.
one in Boston.
The
The one
Berks.
in
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
There might be lesser
Not-
ones
not
also in
Berkeley.
Boston.
There's only one.
So yeah, I mean, he had me, because at that young, my dad always influenced my music. So my favorite band was Black Sabbath.
Boom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still is.
Not
Yeah.
a bad favorite band, dude.
That
Yeah.
is a good choice.
Yeah.
So like, I really wanted to play bluesy riffs because obviously I wanted to play like Iommi.
Yeah.
totally.
And so he would teach me stuff, and obviously I was learning just noodling around the neck and stuff. And then he was like, "Dude, why don't you just start improvising over?" I was like, "Improvising what? What do you mean?"
What's
What is-
improvising?
what does that mean?
Yeah.
I want to play what he plays, dude.
Yeah, I was like, "Why can't I? Like, you can't teach me?" So I learned, and then I unlearned everything. Dropped guitar for a couple years. Didn't come back to it until I got a Telecaster when I was like 17.
Okay.
Nice.
And then like didn't really learn anything, noodled around for a bit, and then in college, like the third time around for college, I started taking jazz classes,
There you
Okay.
go.
and then I've since forgotten every jazz thing
Fuck
that I
yeah.
learned.
Good
But
job.
Yeah.
School's not important.
Is that when you
Yeah.
switched? When you got more into bass, or was that when did
so
that transition happen?
No, I only got into bass like 3 years ago.
Okay.
I walked into Guitar Center and was like, "That's the cheapest bass that I could find." It was the Sound Gear, 250.
Yeah.
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 Ibanez Sound Gear, man.
Ibanez.
Yep.
Awful bass.
I saw someone's Facebook. They did like one of those pictured update things.
Yeah.
Where it's purple. Yay.
Yeah.
And it says bassist. Oh, you're playing an Ibanez? That's cool. Yeah.
Ibanez.
I think
Shout
my
out
fir-
Ibanez.
My
Shout
first
out
bass was the
Ibanez.
Ibanez.
Yeah.
have it.
I had an Ibanez bass. Did I? No.
Well, I got it because
Some
it was
point.
like it has the fast neck, and it wasn't
Super
super fat.
thin at the top
Thin at
too.
the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thin at the
Yeah.
top.
The Sound Gear was that. What version of it? There's like a.
I think it
Sound
was
Gear
like the
Geo
Sound Gear
SR Sound Gear
SR 250 or
Yeah,
something.
so-
It was like it was in the 200s. So
What
it was
color?
a lower gray, gunmetal gray,
Gunmetal Gray.
gunmetal gray.
That's for the Sabbath riffs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
totally.
Yeah.
And then so like a year after I had that, I was like, this isn't doing it for me. Wasn't even thinking about buying a bass, but I was just standing at the wall of basses at Guitar Center, and I was like, oh man, that one looks pretty. And it was the bass that I have now, which is a Fender. It's the Japanese Aerodyne
Aerodynes are great.
jazz bass, but it has the P and the J,
Yeah.
Ah,
Those
yeah,
things
yeah,
are
yeah.
rad.
which I just swapped out for actually Geezer Butler's signature.
What's up?
Shout out Geezer Butler.
EMGs.
Geezer
That's for the Sabbath riffs.
That's for the Sabbath riffs. Dude, and straight up, like I just play the P all day because it sounds like 70s Black Sabbath.
right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's one nice
Aerodyne's
thing about
sweet.
the old P basses, or actually pretty much any P bass. It's how thuddy they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like you want it
Sounds
to
like
honk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thwonk.
Jazz gets a little too teeny.
I'm always pissed every time I put on a Les Paul, right? I'm like, I'm not going to like it. shing. It sounds perfect.
Damn
it.
Yeah.
I hate it. I can't
I hate
stand
that
it.
I love
it
it.
sounds
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, every time.
Yeah, it's like I'm not a really big fan of Ernie Ball, but every time you put on one of their fucking basses, they're pretty.
Hey
fucking
man, I don't mind a little Music Man situation going
Yeah,
on.
I mean, they're still like, they have good ones for sure, but it's just not a bass for me. Like one of my favorite bassists uses that in Less Than Jake, and that's like his bass.
Yeah.
Just a fucking single humbucker Music Man. But
Punk as fuck.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
you know, doesn't look like
Yeah.
me. I don't want the
Yeah,
like,
it's not quite your sound, yeah.
gunmetal pickup, you know, all black.
Yeah.
Like the what is that called? Like you have on trucks, the metal that's like hammered.
Oh,
Or what?
so the burnished.
What are those diamond plate? The diamond
Yeah,
plate.
yeah.
I don't want that
Diamond
diamond plate. Fuck that diamond plate. Dude.
That Music Man you had was ridiculous.
Yeah, I had a Music Man bongo 5-string.
5-string?
Orange.
Yeah.
And it was orange. It was like a fucking spaceship.
6
Dope.
knobs
Yeah, something like that. And I sold it to a dude in England,
for like a.
like
Two-
$2,300 or something.
Nice.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah, it was like a $3,000 guitar when I first got it.
Still.
You
yeah.
could ride it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Spaceship.
spaceship.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had huge ass humbuckers with the
Massive.
magnets in
That
the
thing
middle.
was. That was.
It
That
is
didn't make any
ridiculous,
sense.
but it's just like
No.
not for what we're playing pop punk.
It made no
Right.
sense.
Why do I need 5 strings?
Yeah.
And why do I need this much tone?
Yeah.
You don't. You play.
You don't deserve
You
that
can literally
much
take
tone.
all the strings off a guitar, like a regular guitar, and just put the E and the A on there. You're good.
You're good to go.
You don't play D and G and pop punk.
Nah.
All those notes are right around here.
Just get a whammy pedal and turn the octave down.
There you
dude.
go, bud.
But if you still had it right now, it would be here, and we'd find a way to like tinker around with it. Because the rule is,
no, we wouldn't.
you could
I
never
two
have
other
too many
basses that
instruments.
are just chilling there.
Yeah.
we never take those
But
out.
they're good there because you can
Yeah,
never
yeah.
have too many instruments.
Guitar
that's
arsenal,
true.
dude.
That's true.
You were thinking about getting a new bass, a new
Yeah.
guitar. You
Yeah.
were thinking.
Oh no, I bought a new guitar.
What'd you get?
Shit, what did I get? It's a 12-string electric.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is it a Dano?
It's a Dano.
There you go. That's
What I bought.
Great.
about
The
right.
reason I forget is because I bought
'Cause
it
it's
2
a
months
Dano.
ago and it's back ordered until fall.
Oh,
Just
Jesus.
fall, no time frame.
Ah,
This fall?
Jesus.
This
Or
fall.
next- wow.
This fall.
Yeah, you're gonna get in the spring.
yeah.
of
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
You'll get it when we play live shows again. Never.
Right. Yeah.
Never. Everyone's
12-string.
canceled.
A 12-string would be fun.
It was only $400.
Oh, that's great.
That's pretty awesome.
12-string electric?
Yeah, I bought it for a purpose. I have this
For the Black Sabbath riffs.
no, this it's like this song that I made up for my current band. It's Dadgad.
Ah,
So
got a dad gad.
it's like really dreamy in the beginning and then it gets heavy.
Yeah.
So this guitar, I was watching, of course, a bunch of videos on it, and
As one does.
overdriven,
yeah.
it
Yeah.
sounds fucking awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah,
believe it.
Overdriven 12-string, yeah.
overdriven 12-string
Overdriven 12.
And an open tuning.
and an
Yeah.
open tuning.
So it's like, ah, it's just like a giant, yeah.
It's just giant shing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be rad.
Well, enjoy that next year.
Yeah, right. Eventually.
fun.
Send us pictures.
Yeah.
Totally.
What's the band again?
Worn,
Thank you.
worn.
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 Just straight up. Like,
And I made the logo. So
that's
I took
right.
So the band favorite beer is Coors Banquet.
Mm.
Cures.
Cures.
So I took a picture with my phone of the Rockies, the Rocky
Yeah.
waterfall, and then I have PixArt, the app on my phone, and I just like did a bunch of color correction and I made it purple and greenish and like faded it and I mirrored it so it looks like there's 2 waterfalls going and just like a nice stream down the middle.
It's been worn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did like the 70s van font.
Nice.
Nice.
And what do you think is the direction for you guys? A bit more psych? There's 3 of you, right?
Yeah, so right now actually it kind of changed. The band has been in a bit of a funk.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Staleness, not like bad blood or anything.
Trouble in Paradise.
Just like no real writing has happened.
Okay.
So it's been taken upon myself to start writing new riffs and stuff.
Cool.
It's been COVID.
It's been COVID.
It's
Yeah.
been COVID.
How often do you guys meet up and
At least
do
once a
stuff?
week.
Okay, that's
Or try
good.
to.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I mean, that's-
Songs are not, you're just getting together and drinking?
Pretty much. Yeah, more often.
That's a band
Well,
practice.
that was the problem. Was like because we would finish off like an 18 pack in a sesh
Yeah.
and just like not getting any real work done.
Right.
Because it would just be sitting around bitching about our day and stuff.
Right.
That's why we
Group
podcast.
therapy. Yeah. This is, this
exactly
is
right.
that for us.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. Like outside of this, we like do not talk unless it's like Facebook Messenger. Like what time's tonight?
Scheduling. Yeah.
6 or 7.
Yeah, I don't need to
It's
talk to you guys.
Yeah.
unless,
Nah.
Plus, it just makes more sense to save all the stories until you get together for the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like, hey,
Save it for the air,
fuck
man.
you. I don't need to talk to you.
Yeah.
How long have you known your bandmates?
So my drummer I've known since about 2011,
All right.
and then my guitarist is one of my longtime good buddies. I've known him since like 96.
Like
Wow.
childhood friends?
So like your whole
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Same town, same school type?
Same town, same school,
Cool.
same dingleberries in school. He moved around a bunch because he was like a problem child. We were both like the poor kids at school. So like,
Nice.
Yeah, high five.
yeah.
What district? You know, what city?
PYLUSD, Placentia Yorba Linda Unified School District.
All right.
Shout out
No, don't.
the 91.
Yeah, exactly.
All of the 91 is listening.
Yeah, dude, some of those kids up in Anaheim Hills,
Yeah.
fucking,
Dude,
oh my god.
When I got into high school, I was hanging out. I made friends with like obviously rich kids, but I didn't know that they were rich at
Right.
the time because they were
Yeah.
cool.
Until
Yeah.
they invite
And
you
like
over.
they weren't like the kids that were like, I'm rich.
Yeah.
I was like, my one friend Josh, his parents own Fix Auto,
Whoa.
Cool.
so he lived in a mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And first time I went over, he has a full tennis court, a half basketball court, a pool, and like a quarter-acre lawn.
How old
And
were
I-
you when you saw this?
Dude, I was like 15. We're driving up to his house. I'm with my
Up
buddy
to
Matt,
his house.
and I was just
Up
like
to his
looking.
house.
I was like, "This is all one house.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
we get to hang out here."
Yep.
Is there valet? How does this work?
Yeah. What do I do? I bow when I get in? What do I?
Fair
Take your
enough.
shoes off when you're in the car. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
So your
anything dirty.
bandmates are not that person.
Not.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah,
sounds about
yeah.
right, yeah, sounds about
Yeah. My drummer actually went back and forth from Mexico
Fair
throughout
enough.
his
Ah.
childhood.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So
How did you meet the drummer then?
drummer I met through my ex-girlfriend. That was like
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
ex-girlfriend.
She's watching.
She's definitely watching.
that was like at the. So I got
She's
really
touching the
into
screen.
raving
Just
back
crying.
then.
Into raving?
Raving, like
Okay.
going to raves and stuff.
Yes.
Ah.
So
Shout
that-
out ex-girlfriend.
Shout out ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
So that was like the party spot. Her parents, like rich,
Yeah.
paid for her while she was going to Cal State Fullerton to have an apartment.
Oh, Fullerton.
So that was like the trap house where all the dingleberries would meet up and like hang out.
Dingleberries. Yeah.
And I met him through her.
Got it.
Sweet.
Yeah, he
And that
still
relationship lasted longer.
lasted about 6 months
No,
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah,
drummer
with-
relationship
with-
lasted
yeah.
longer. Yeah.
because we were both musicians and
Yeah.
he was really into.
Hey, something good came out of it then.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, he turned me on to Ableton. I was like, oh, what
Oh,
is this
fuck yeah.
world?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Ableton's fun.
When did you start your obsession with keyboards? How many keyboards do you have now?
Oh, just one. I
Just
just have
one.
a Prophet Rev
Ooh.
2.
Oh yeah, you just got a big ass thing.
That's the only one. And then a ton of VSTs.
I think it's
Bunch
because
of
you sent me
soft
like a
synths.
bunch of links for other keyboards. You're like, what about this one? I like this one.
Oh, dude,
I
I'm
get
always
this
in the
one.
market. I'm just like, and it's always like vastly out of my budget of like $500 that I could spend.
Right.
Yeah. I want to
Well-
give someone about $100. Look at this $3,000 one though.
Check out this $5,000 Nord.
Yeah.
I want to buy a car.
Nord
but-
shame.
Have you
Nord
seen
shame,
it?
dude.
Nord shame.
Nord shame.
$5,000 and you still cover it up.
Still putting the case around it. Everyone Google Nord shame. It's a real thing.
What a shame.
Yeah.
The only keyboards I've had, I think the nicest one I ever had is when we were doing keyboard shit. A micro Korg.
Micro Korgs are so cool though.
They
So
are.
cool.
Yeah.
I think Oliver Tan still has mine. Coming for you, buddy.
We want it back.
It's been with you for like 6 years. It's probably yours now.
Common law, almost?
What?
Common law, almost?
Right? Yeah. Eventually, just by virtue.
Statute of
yeah.
limitations. Yeah.
Hey, possession's 9/10, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
9/10. And then I had like a Yamaha DG, where you put a disc in it and it teaches you
Oh,
songs
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Disc.
Yeah.
Good old
It's
floppy.
got the kitschy samba
Wait, CD
stuff.
or floppy?
It was like its own floppy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember that thing? It's like its own memory
It's like
card
its own
thing.
cartridges.
I never
Yeah.
used it because you were supposed to it's like a workstation, but
Yeah.
like the most $400 will get you workstation.
Yeah.
And there's also a little screen where it has like outlines of the keys themselves. So
Right.
if you go to Auld Lang Syne, it just puts a little black dot on those, and you're supposed to do it, right? Not
Could
that-
you patch on that thing, or was it all just preset sounds?
It's all preset sounds. Yeah.
Preset songs.
That's what the microKORG was for.
Yeah.
So this was when you needed piano tones, and it was huge, but it was light enough. It's not like a.
Was it 88 or
it's
like
not a
60 something?
Yeah, 88. It
88,
wasn't a
yeah.
Damn.
It wasn't a digital piano.
It's
It was
full
like
size.
semi-weighted.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Ones that go
semi-weighted.
thump, 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 thump,
Yeah.
thump, thump,
Yeah.
thump, and you play 'em.
Yeah.
And then I had an ultimate stand, so it was dual level shit.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it
yeah.
was 88 on the bottom, and then the microKORG on top.
Doing the hair metal thing.
Yeah, it was very few times. I think it was almost never where they played at the same time.
No.
No.
Because it was a lot of synthy shit.
Yeah.
Bunch of pop punk.
Like how do
synthy
you write a
bullshit.
tag in a synthy pop punk band? Well, you go wee 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 wee. You got yourself a tag. There you go. Chorus.
Yeah.
Guitar. There you go. Yeah. It was a good.
I think
Yeah.
that mini chord was even easier than that because you could just like program arpeggios and shit. It's just
Micro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The coolest thing about that keyboard is the fact that you can open up. You go to presets. This is like the sound that it tells you, but then all of these little knobs at the top, you can fuck with that sound, and then you can save that sound.
Yeah.
Which is one of the coolest things, and it's so user accessible.
Yeah, totally.
Not as tough as all these other things that have crazy computer
million
screens
things,
and
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
So if anyone's just trying to get into like how to model a synth noise, that's like
microKORG.
I think that's the best one you can get.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably the
microKORG.
most efficient, cost efficient.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
cost
totally.
efficient for sure.
I bet you can get a
Biggest
used
bang
one
for
for
the
like
buck.
100.
Yeah.
And it's got a vocoder.
Yeah.
So if
Get
you
the
want,
little-
So if you're
the little
bored,
mic.
just
Yeah.
turn on that vocoder.
you want Imogen Heap it up?
Yeah.
And then you got to get the glove action going on that she has.
Yeah,
What's
that
that
MIDI glove. Yeah.
Dude, that's
she should
so
put that
rad
in her
though.
cooter and see if she can play it, dude.
Just flicking the,
Flicking the bean, dude.
twitching that little bird.
Yeah.
She does this and it's WAP.
Right.
Oh, it's WAP. Yeah.
Obviously.
She wrote WAP. Imogen Heap
Yeah,
actually ghost wrote WAP.
and then sold it to Cardi.
Yeah.
And now it's a hit. Yeah.
Industry
Shout out
secrets.
Imogen Heap. We know she's watching too.
Definitely
Yeah,
watching. Highly offended. But
Besides Sabbath, which tells everyone that you just love metal.
yeah.
Okay, so you would think that.
Right.
Like, I'm not.
What's
like
your
a
other loves?
giant metalhead. Okay, so my. Okay, top 3 favorite bands probably.
Yeah. Here we go.
Black Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
Undoubtedly number one.
Black Sabbath is probably number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably close second, like sharing the number 1 spot is X.
Ah.
77 punk rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So punk, dude.
Dude,
LA
that was
punk,
that was
yeah.
like my first real show that I went to.
Oh
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a different question, but that's a great segue.
Dude.
Yeah.
Talk
Uh,
about that. How old were you?
I was 14.
Fuck.
It was the
Yeah.
OC Fairgrounds show. So
Ha.
so some chick played. She was like opener.
Yeah.
No idea. It was very strange music. And then the Plimsolls played. Have you guys ever seen Valley Girl?
No.
I have. But
Okay, so they're the
not in a
band that
long
plays in the
fucking-
nightclub in
Okay.
Valley Girl.
Okay.
Million miles away. Yeah.
Miles away.
So that turned me on to that 80s music.
Right.
And then X started playing. And then they play Los Angeles. And I was like, oh, fucking, this is
Yeah.
amazing.
boner.
So, okay. So that
Those two.
X got me into, like, obviously I was listening to punk rock. So my buddy Tyler, my guitarist in the band,
yeah.
I used to steal my sister's tapes of like Subhumans, Minor Threat, and
Nice.
Adolescence back in the 6th grade.
Shout out sister. She
So-
was a punk rocker.
Dude, she was punk as fuck.
Hard
Hell
punk,
yeah.
man.
Now she's like a church mom.
That happens.
It happens.
Does she still listen to punk?
Not even a little bit.
Aw,
It's
bummer.
like Christian radio all day long.
Surprise her
What's it
one
like?
day.
God.
Yeah.
Would it if you played it for her, would it like creep back out? If you
Oh
were to,
yeah,
like,
I played Rick Agnew for her when I was at her house earlier. Adolescence, DI.
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh my god, I fucking love this song."
Patches just start showing up
Yeah,
on
they
their
just-
shirt.
Yeah,
hair-
Every time you
hair
look away,
starts
it's
getting
like,
dyed.
it's coming back. Yeah.
Studs everywhere. What the fuck is that?
What happened? Lip piercing came back.
Yeah. You're wearing a white shirt with studs on it now.
That's legit.
Yeah.
As a kid, was she all like lathered out? Like denimed out, gothed out at all?
No, dude, she was like
She hid it.
No. She was punk as fuck, but like she had her own steez. She didn't have like the street punk look. She had like okay, so my sister is 10 years older than me.
Okay.
So yeah, dude.
Is it time?
So she was like punk in the
drinking.
90s.
I'll kill some time for you. Yeah, but enjoy it. I'll just kill a little bit of time for you.
Cool. Well, I didn't get to my third band.
I was
After
about
my
to.
sister.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have a punk influence on that. This is for you to drink, so I'm giving you a segue
Yeah.
time. So you got this punk influence from your sister, and you got this metal influence from your dad. I mean, because Sabbath is the root of all metal,
For
Yeah,
sure.
like the root of all.
100%.
Yeah, like I think
Kinda all of it.
I think Rob Zombie's quote is, "You won't write an original riff because
It's either
Sabbath
faster
already
or
did it."
slower.
Yeah, like
It's
Sabbath
either
already did it.
faster or
Yeah,
slower than
exactly.
Sabbath.
Yeah, right. They already did it. And then, did your mom have anything to do with
Pink
your
Floyd.
music? Floyd.
Whoa.
So we used to drive
the
to
big
Arizona.
Yeah, so both your parents are like classic rock as fuck.
Sort of. My mom, not so much. Like Pink Floyd is probably like her only thing. Although, like, I just learned this. She used to listen to Zappa and
Hell yeah.
Nice.
and Alice in Chains, and I was like, "Who are you?
Yeah.
What? Who is this person?"
That's awesome.
But yeah, dude, my love for Pink Floyd came from we would always play like Dark Side of the Moon or Wish You Were Here driving to Arizona because I had family out there. So like when I was a kid, we would go out 5-6 times a year and driving across the desert. Like even as a little kid, I was like, this is fucking amazing. Just the intro synth on Wish You Were Here, I was just like, where am I right now? It's probably why I started smoking weed too, is because
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything's the gateway drug. It's Pink Floyd.
it's
Yeah,
Pink-
yeah.
for sure.
Best Floyd album, go.
Oh God, what's my favorite meal?
I'll rephrase it.
What's
Yeah.
the air like out? What day? What mood am I in?
The one you've listened to the most on purpose.
Oh, probably Wish You Were Here.
Okay,
Ah.
Oliver.
Second is
The
Relics.
Wall.
Oh, sorry.
Wall.
Yeah.
Nick.
Ooh,
I like Dark Side of the Moon just because I like how it lines up with.
Yeah. Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
I'm a Dark Side guy too.
Yeah, and I just listen to that one the most. I got friends that really love Animals.
Animals is
That's like
great,
their
dude.
jam.
Dude, honestly,
But
everything is
I don't.
awesome.
What loses me with Pink
What
Floyd?
are the
is
singles
how
on Animals?
gnarly their
are
songs
there
are.
singles on Animals?
Because you'll get like
Dude.
you'll get a whole bunch of like music, and then there's the song, and then a whole bunch of music.
Yeah.
So like for me, I'm a song guy, and that's just it's. If
You need
I wanna
the
be,
structure.
If I want to be on a journey, totally Pink Floyd. And I have
Yeah.
all Pink Floyd records.
Yeah.
I totally have them all, and I love them all, but it's not something that I go to anymore.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like really into drugs.
Also, I will say, I've listened to Dark Side more, but I think I like The Wall better.
Right on.
Like every time I hear The Wall, I'm like, oh
It's
yeah,
also a great record.
yeah, yeah.
Respect.
I'm just like, yeah, this is a better record.
The movie.
I've
saw
heard
before-
Dark Side more.
I saw the movie before I listened to any of their records.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I heard their songs, of course, but I never like sat down with the record. And then
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, I was in some like English class or something in high school, and they played that fucking movie.
No way.
And I remember just being like, "Whoa, dude."
That's fun. You got to
That's
watch it in
fucking-
school.
yeah.
Nice.
Dude,
Yeah.
The Wall is like when I'm feeling all depressy. That's what I put on.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm always depressy, so that's probably why I
Right
like
on.
it. Yeah. I'm always sad.
I watch The Wall every day.
Whenever I'm depressed, I
Watch
always
it for
put on
breakfast.
Jimmy Eat World.
Clarity.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Clarity's the shit. Or
It
even
is.
Futures.
It's good for
I'm a
sad.
big Futures guy. I fucking love Futures.
Even for sad though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's so
I mean,
many,
all
there's
of their
so many
music.
sad
Yeah,
songs
yeah.
on
All their music's
Futures.
sad. Even their happy songs are sad.
Yeah, what's your guys' favorite like when you're favorite sad album? Like when you're sad and you just want to feel more sad.
Probably OK Computer.
When I'm sad
right on.
and I
Yeah.
want to feel more sad. Neil Young.
Really?
Yeah, there's a bunch of sad shit in there. Like,
That's probably the hardest question I've ever been asked in my life. Because
He's never sad.
It's not that. It's not that.
sad.
I'm definitely sad. But I don't know. Every time I listen to music, it's incredibly purposeful, and for some reason, you're blowing my mind because I realize I haven't put on something to
feel
cope.
sad.
Yeah. And that's very strange to me. I'm going to be thinking about this for a while.
Okay. All right. Cool. Take the drinks and then you'll have your answer. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something else, but
OK Computer's just like
what do you
answer.
have?
Yeah. What's
San Jacinto, Peter Gabriel.
Peter.
And then when I'm feeling really sad, I just loop Milgram's 37, that song,
Okay.
for like an hour straight, and I just curl up in the fetal position.
I don't think I know that album.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's worth a listen.
Maybe
Gotta
Band
give
of
it a
Horses.
Band of Horses is some good sad.
That is some,
That is some good
that is
sad.
some good sad.
I haven't even thought about indie rock yet, but I guess Radiohead's sort of. They're not
Yeah.
indie, but you know.
Who are those brothers? Do something brothers? The Everly brothers.
Avid Brothers.
Yeah.
Almond Brothers.
Yeah, whatever I'm saying.
Bacon Brothers.
Yeah. I just
Everly Brothers.
I put on some Leonard Skinner whenever I'm sad. You know, to feel a little more sad.
Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario Brothers.
Blues Brothers.
It's just called Two Brothers.
It's just called
It's just called Two Brothers.
Brothers Dare, dude.
Brothers there.
The Brothers there.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Depresso, how's your lockdown been?
Gnarly. Actually, you know, because I'm in recent years I've kind of been a recluse myself. So like, I'm usually like
before all this anyway.
Yeah, before all this. So
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends, but I don't have a lot of friends. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Yep.
totally
Like
get
I
it.
see the same 3 or 4 people,
Right.
and 3 of those 4 people I'm doing music with.
Right.
So I'm either doing music at home or doing music with other people.
You're looking at my 2 of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I see a lot of people.
Yeah. He
Nick-
sees people.
He's definitely the most
sees
social of the three of us for sure.
But I don't have a problem with being shut in because I have interests in myself. Like music, obviously,
Super
is like a
introspective. Yeah.
big thing for
Yeah.
me, and
Yeah.
like I'll just go down a rabbit hole if
Yeah.
I don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Which is
Put on headphones and tweak some synth noise for like
Dude,
3 hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Throw-
there's nothing
I have
wrong.
I have those boutique. I have a boutique 909 and a boutique 303.
Sweet.
Yes.
So those hook together, and I just hook my headphones in, and I just start making some weird, and that
Making
kills
some
like
weird.
6 hours doing the same loop right there. So,
How are you not huge on SoundCloud, man?
because I don't care.
Because you can't commit to the
I
idea
can't
and put it
commit
down.
to the idea.
Ah.
Because I'll start with an idea and then I'll get sidetracked and start like 25 other ideas.
The journey
and
is
then
what
never-
it's all about for you.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's not the destination.
because I'll
It's
do
the
like a
journey.
little halfie and then I'll just start going off into another world.
If there's one thing everyone should, just be clear when you say that. It's safe to say Brennan is a day tripper. He's a
It's
silent
da- da-
driver.
da-
Yeah. Halfies for.
Happies.
Is that something? Can we talk acid on air?
I don't know.
Everyone's great
It's
with
your
it?
show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
All right, great.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
This is all allegedly and unconfirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you would you recommend people microdose? Would you recommend people?
I'm a bad influence because
Influence is one thing because they can listen to your story, right? Depends on how they take it out. Talk about your worst experience. Talk about your best experience.
no worst experience because every
That's
experience that
already-
I've had is
that's
a
already-
learning experience.
That's already enlightening
Yeah.
for some folks.
Yeah, yeah.
So like the way that I look at when people say they've had a bad trip and they don't want to ever do anything again. Okay, cool. Maybe it wasn't a bad trip because you learned that you should never do this again.
Is that done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe your bad trip is something that you really need to work on, and the fucking psychedelics are introspective as fuck.
Yeah.
And if you're like sitting there, someone who doesn't like to confront their demons, and you're just running all day, and then you take
Yeah.
fucking acid, and you're like,
Yeah.
I can't run anymore. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I fucking shouldn't have killed that person with my car.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
never want to do this
Whoa.
again.
Allegedly.
So that's
Goose
definitely
too.
a thing.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
what I
just
always
learned
think when I hear
about
that shit.
this. It's called horror tripping, which is a thing that I had already done. So okay, stay with me here.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Horror
So
tripping?
horror tripping.
Horror.
It's so for me when I trip hard, like when I'm, because I'll do like 6-7 tabs at a time,
Okay.
Oh, shit.
and then I like to look at like the darkest, gnarliest shit that I can, or like watch gnarly movies.
Nice.
And just go to because it's not like a dark place for me. It's like
Yeah.
this is a whole new, just different world that like
Okay.
I'm just in it,
Okay.
Yeah.
experiencing it.
Nice.
So I don't have bad. I'm not a guy to explain bad trips because I don't have them. It's like I want to go to that place.
Well, here's the thing. If you ask anyone else in the world, they will tell you their worst trip, and they'll be like, "Oh, dude, so I'm out of this place," and
Yeah.
like it's this whole huge thing.
Yeah.
That's reassuring to some people to say, "Wow, okay, well maybe I could figure that out."
Sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of feel the same way about edibles.
So you're-
Like, I like to go deep, and when I get so much anxiety that I'm like freaking out, someone else is like, dude, took an edible and I couldn't stop freaking out. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, you started freaking out, didn't you? Like, that's fucking good. You gotta freak out. You gotta
Yeah.
think about your bills and your fucking life and
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
gonna be doing if your car's broken. You gotta.
Why
put
did I
that-
say- yeah.
You gotta file that shit and organize it. Because if you don't do that, how the fuck are you gonna stop thinking about it,
Dude.
You're still thinking about it. Like, I hated that. I'm like, I fucking love hyperventilating.
No. See, I would much rather do like a 10 strip of like just 10 hits of acid than eat like a gnarly brownie and just be anxiety ridden.
All right.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Hey, if that's what you're going for,
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah.
Weed just affects me differently. Like
Okay.
I used to be big into dabs.
3 for
Ah.
Like what he was saying, I used
3 and a
to
little
to
juice.
do big dabs to the point where like I would get the anxiety
Oh.
and then I would start thinking about all the shit that I need to do and then never do the shit that I need to do.
sure. Yeah. You gotta write it down. You gotta write it down. Gotta write it down. I got a little list book, and I just write things out on my list book, and I come back and I'm just like, all right, this week I gotta fucking get this over with. Otherwise, next week when I get high again, really, really high, I'm gonna keep
think
thinking
about
about
it.
this. shit. Otherwise, you like do it, and half the time when you have something on your list, it's like something that you're just being so, you just what is it called when you push shit off?
Procrastinating.
Yeah, you're procrastinating so fucking hard, and then you
Yeah.
do it. You're like, yeah,
That was
dude,
easy.
I needed to get a copy of my key done. It took 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I've been pushing off getting a copy of my car key for this long, and it took me 5 minutes. And I went to a drive-through. I didn't even get out of my car,
Didn't even have to deal with someone in person really.
and it was in the parking lot of the McDonald's I went to.
Yeah, the cashier just had a key copier. Yeah.
But it took that trip for your hands to turn into keys and the keys to turn into blood and fire.
Well, it took
You go,
me,
yeah,
it
I
took me to
gotta
the
do
point where I'm like sitting there going like, I'm not going to afford my rent this month. I should probably get my fucking keys, dude.
Yeah, the keys will pay my
If
rent.
you can't afford your fucking rent, what's gonna happen when you lose your key and you gotta pay $200 or $300 to have someone fucking make a new one for you? You definitely can't afford your rent, you idiot. Make your fucking key.
Yeah, just start with the smallest thing.
How about tabbing within relation to music? My question would be, which parts of music do you find it? I don't know if the word is beneficial, but that's the intent of the question. Like if you're looking to make music and you're like, well, I want a little edge of this, and how do I? What are you trying to do, or do you just say
So-
anything goes?
It's really anything goes, but for me when I'm like I said, when I do like a little halfy, it's just I want to get weird and I like really repetitive stuff.
Okay,
So like
so you do like techno house stuff.
no, not even.
Okay.
Like Tangerine Dream type stuff, or like Goblin, like almost orchestral.
Oh,
synth
just kind of
stuff.
like more floaty, post-rocky
Floaty.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just layering shit on shit
just
on shit.
layering stuff and like having a constant, almost like a drone, but it changes with the thing, and then it comes back to an idea that I had, and then it'll go somewhere else and come back.
Do you find that if you're taking a tab that you're working on music, or do you take a tab and go to the park or cook dinner, or some people have
Well,
You're not hungry on acid.
It depends,
that?
because like sometimes I have several different stashes. So like if I'm cleaning my room, I'll find it, and if I have nothing to do that day, I'm like, oh well, yeah, might as well. And then I'll put my headphones on, and one of my favorites right now is this dude called Sonic Boom.
Okay.
And he's worked with an artist called Panda Bear.
I know Panda Bear. Yeah, Animal Collective. Yeah.
So yeah, so like that kind of synthy music,
Yeah. Weird ass shit.
weird ass shit.
Yeah.
But it's like it's dreamy and it's has movement, and it doesn't sound like it's structured, but it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you don't need drugs to feel a certain way with this music because it, at least for me, because it gets me there. You know?
Right on.
In some ways, it sounds like easy listening. Like
Yeah.
like it just sounds like sounds,
I love sound, dude.
calming sounds.
Honestly,
So-
it's
Should probably
So-
put it on Spotify and call it like healing, relaxing sounds for people.
I think you should just put it as
Too generic.
I love-
Ambient
generic.
music, dude.
I
Steal
love
Brian
sound.
Eno's thunder.
I love sound.
I love sound.
Brian Eno, dude.
Yeah.
Apollo 11 is
Yeah.
like my favorite album of his.
Okay.
I
Now,
don't know
now
what
we're
the fuck it
picking. Ready? To the third favorite.
Oh,
so we
don't.
went because we went Sabbath and then we went X. So we got Sabbath and we got Punk. So who slides into number 3?
Jane's Addiction.
It,
Simon and Garfunkel.
it was Pink Floyd.
Oh, it's Floyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember 1, 2 are tied.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Well, who's under Pink Floyd?
X.
Oh God.
Oh wait, no, X is above it.
I don't know. What kind of mood am I in? What
Okay,
day
yeah.
is it?
All right.
What month are we in?
Everyone else is tied for everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Music for me is like, it's definitely mood based.
What do you?
Like-
What, you just today you showed us a country album you were into.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just today.
at work,
Yeah. At work. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This dude, it's like that unpolished, sloppy country that you just like drink whiskey to.
Yeah. Super
I like-
twangy.
Twangy,
Yeah.
like
Forget his name
not.
already.
It's kind of loose, but still like all together.
Shout out Bobby Cole.
Yeah.
Fuck Bobby Cole.
Fuck Bobby Cole.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Bobby
you.
Cole is a habitual person that uploads like 20 albums a month.
day. A day, dude.
A day.
Yeah. Multiple
Shout
times
out
a day.
Bobby Cole.
Shout
Bobby
out
Cole,
Bobby Cole.
I swear to God, I'm gonna find you. I have a various set of skills that I've acquired over the years. I will find you and throat punch you.
Hey, Bobby, go!
Bobby
Hey,
Cole.
Bobby Cole. Shout out Bobby Cole. I hope you rot.
She's Gretty.
Oh, it's a she?
No, it's
No, it's definitely a dude.
P-O-B-B-I.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, Bobby.
Well, how you been killing your time in the lockdown? I mean, it's been since March, so I'm asking everyone these types of things. Did you watch more TV shows, movies, anything? What would you recommend people watch? Do?
I mean, so I call it my favorite soap opera is Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
Because it's very
Sons of
like
Anarchy.
Othello-ish,
Ah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just the underlying tones of
Backstabbing.
Othello and
What's
backstabbing.
Othello?
Yeah, yeah.
Othello's the
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, the Shakespeare story,
enough.
the tragedy.
the tragedy.
Ah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't really been watching anything new. I just
That's fine.
most
That's
of
old
what I
shit.
do is I
I've never seen
listen
Sopranos.
to music,
Yeah,
or
okay.
like I try to hone my guitar skills and make up something new. Or
Any new music you're impressed by?
Bobby Cole.
Besides Bobby Cole, yeah.
You found this new guy out called Trent Reznor. Loves him.
I'll have to check him out. He doesn't by chance do any synthy stuff, does he?
He does, but it's a little edgy.
Excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds like it wouldn't pan out.
No,
Nah.
doesn't do country.
I don't know. No,
I got nothing for
I
you.
got
I
nothing.
haven't listened to anything new. I'll
Me
go to
neither.
Spotify's like rock playlist and go trash, trash, trash.
What was
trash,
that?
trash.
What was that one new group that I've that one guy?
Some
told
of
me
my
to do?
Shazams lately
The
were
Doobie
okay.
Brothers.
Yeah, the
No,
Doobie Brothers.
It was Thievery Corporation.
Ah.
Oh yeah, they were cool.
Never-
Thievery
for a bit.
Corporation. They're rad.
They
Dude,
are rad.
it's I listened to this album and then it starts off with a chick singer and then it goes to fucking Indian music and then it goes to a Jamaican song, back to Indian music, back to a chick singer.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going like, is this a corporation? Like, there's just random people that play different songs. Like, how many people are in this band?
They're all
What's
stealing
going on?
music from each other.
Dude,
But it's rad.
So thievery.
Oh yeah, it was good. I listened to it. It's another like sonically great. Like the songs aren't my kind of songs, but
Oh!
when I listened to it, it was easy listening. Like I parted the whole thing. What's up?
Were you guys even aware of this? The
What?
Strokes put out a song like 3 days
No.
ago.
Yo, 3 days ago.
They're
Yeah.
still
No.
together?
Yeah, they just put out a new song, and I heard it on K-Rock like 4 or 5 days ago.
I just a couple weeks ago, I
Yeah.
stumbled upon them again,
Uh-huh.
and I told you guys that their podcast is horrible.
Yeah,
have a podcast?
They have a podcast. It's just them on
Four
Zoom.
of them just talking to each other on,
on Zoom. Yeah.
and they're not.
They're not even together.
Nope.
No, No, they're
but they did just put out a new song, and it's
Yeah.
it's good. It sounds like old Strokes, which is great.
great.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
I love the Strokes.
yeah.
I
The
love
Strokes
the
are
Strokes,
amazing. Yeah, that's the only new thing I've heard, and that's an old band. So.
Ooh, Anderson Paak put out a new song with Busta, but I haven't heard it yet.
Ah, cool.
Busta.
But
Sick.
Anderson's been putting out some like random tracks that are like pretty fucking awesome.
Pretty
He
frequently too, right? Yeah.
just- yeah, we did one with Rick Ross, and then
Oh yeah, the Rick
Another
Ross one was
one? Yeah.
awesome. I
Yeah.
heard that one. Yeah.
Actually, I do have one.
What?
New as of last year.
Okay.
Black Pumas.
Okay.
Black Pumas.
They're like throwback, kind of soul rock and roll-ish.
Yeah,
They were up for a Grammy.
they were. That's why I remember the name and hearing.
I
spun
was
them
super
on
stoked
purpose.
because I thought I was like the only person that knew them.
Yeah,
Grammy. Yeah.
it has a real actualized sound.
For
Has
sure.
its own vibe. And
Yeah.
that's probably
That's
the
good.
best way you could do it. Like, kind of old school soul,
Yeah,
kind of roots rock, kind of, but with like
Super
energy
rad.
and super,
Super rad.
Yeah. Fair
played
enough.
the shit out of that album.
All right, gotta check that out.
I like that. Yeah. All right. Now getting to.
Oh, I just wanted to say. Oh, sorry. I
Nope.
mean, did you already
Yes,
have
no,
something?
hit it.
Okay. Well, just that we haven't really touched on the fact that all three of us work for the same company.
Yes.
That's
Shout out
kinda-
Octive Music
Shout out Octive
Distribution.
Music.
Octive.
Yeah. We were shit talking Bobby Cole because we all know who Bobby Cole is, and that's the only reason.
Hey,
We're-
if you're an unsigned artist and you need music out there,
Octive.com. Link here.
Ding.
Yeah, yeah.
ding.
Yeah.
It's free.
It's
Whoa,
free,
whoa.
except
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't work for you guys.
First single. First single is free.
Free single
single.
promotion. So
There you
yeah,
go.
sign up for a free account. Sign up for a free
You
single.
weren't wrong.
Yeah.
You weren't wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? He's our
we
marketing
all
guy.
work
Yep.
together.
Marketing guy, yeah.
ActiveMusic.com.
Which reminds me, we gotta schedule some posts.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
we do. Did we
Stop
sort
it.
out? Did we sort out that Javon weirdness? The business account weirdness.
Nope, I don't think
Oh,
so.
absolutely not.
All right,
No.
Always
that's
weird.
some
Nothing-
business inside baseball.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk
Business,
about on air.
business,
Yeah,
business.
Yeah, business.
We don't know what this
But
guy's name is.
overall,
Yeah.
have you liked working for the company as in general?
How long have you been there?
Dude, almost a year. It'll be
Yeah.
a year in October.
Wow.
And
Dude, it's like the chillest job. I breathe for work. I literally
breathe.
just breathe
Yeah.
for work.
I type on a
Nice.
computer and make things
I send
Yeah.
emails and I
Go from
try
here
to
to
not
there.
be aggro because it's just like a job.
right.
Yeah.
And like, what am I getting out of it?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aggro as fuck. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
you dumb fuck!
No.
I've
Yeah.
told you 3 different ways.
No matter how those emails come in, you just go, "Thank you for your email."
Yeah.
And then you just start from the top.
It's a very
Have you
zen
tried
practice.
resetting
Actually.
your router?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Have you unplugged it yet and plugged,
Plugged
it
it back in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally,
That's
totally.
what you do over and
Pretty
over
much.
again.
Have you tried
Pretty
your
much.
actual email address?
Yeah.
You idiot.
I signed up with you guys a year ago, and like I haven't even signed in once.
I don't remember my
That
password.
happens.
Back in. Oh,
That
I know.
definitely
I hear. I allegedly
Yeah.
hear stories.
Allegedly.
Yeah. You hear a
No,
lot of
I,
stories.
I mean, even though I joined the company later than you did, and I joined like right as COVID hit, so I'm like super fucking lucky that I got employed right before COVID.
Yeah.
So, like we're all just online, and like all of Slack is basically just stress relief for us, like
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
shitting on the customers and
Pretty much.
shitting on whatever.
just kidding.
Yeah.
You're
Allegedly.
great.
Allegedly.
We love our
Great
customers.
artists. We love our artists.
We don't talk
They're
shit
the
on
most-
anyone.
Bobby Cole is my favorite new artist.
Princeton.
You all
I
suck,
just saw that.
and you should get more professional.
No, but
idiots.
you're spot on. Yeah, like,
That's what our group chat is basically.
Yeah. It's just saying, can you believe this one? How
Yeah.
about this?
This one's fun. Yeah.
Gifts.
Yeah, a lot of gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the memes.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Getting
Shit
paid
posting.
getting paid to meme, dude.
That's the best.
Yeah, dude.
I get, I will say it's not a job that's like specifically music related. Like,
No,
you're
it's
not
music
creating
adjacent.
or music adjacent, but
Yeah.
still in the world of music. So if I'm churning out burgers, at least I'm in music, right?
Right.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Mhm.
at least you don't smell like meat at the end of the day,
Right.
And you got to hear songs.
Just sandwiches,
Songs.
dude.
Every now and then, like you said,
Just
that
sandwiches.
country album was pretty decent. The
Yeah,
rap.
there are some gems
there's
that
some
come
there's
through.
some gems. That Italian band, I think I even talked about on
Yeah,
this podcast. Yeah.
which came up
violence.
as actually fraudulent.
I know, right?
Because it was already out.
I know. Yeah, we talked about that on this podcast.
I'm talking.
The one project that like probably is still the favorite project I've heard.
That was really cool. They
They're
were really
good.
rad.
Yeah, they're like.
But too bad it wasn't the band that was putting it
Nope.
out.
Yep.
Related to that, did you
Shout
see
out Vintage Violence.
Danny Kassler?
Yes.
He put one of our mutual friends, music guy, puts out a record. It's one that he's been working on for who fucking cares how
5,
long.
6 years.
Yeah.
He just is always working on
I
this
got
record.
my buddy to do this on this.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
my buddy to
I
mix
promise I'm
this.
going to put this on. I'm just trying to finish touches.
Yeah.
Finally puts it out.
It's
Yeah.
coming out.
Somebody that is dead put it up and like monetized off of it.
Oh, no
And,
way.
he's like in legal battles to get it pulled down, but he put it up everywhere. And like,
How did
it's
a
getting all
dead
these
guy
play-
get it?
There's a dude. Well,
He just made a
Just
fake
same
account
name?
for like a dead
Same-
artist
Ah.
and put it up as that guy's art and put up like the same artwork and everything, but just changed.
No
the names.
way.
yeah.
Yeah, so now he's like legal battling from Hawaii to get his music back, or just to
Wow.
get that removed.
After like 4 posts in a row, he's like, "I wish I didn't have to make this post." I'm like,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
say that. Just get to your
Just
point.
say the post. Yeah.
And then he's
Yeah.
like posting pictures of the guy from DistroKid. He's like, "Does anyone know this guy?
User,
He might
yeah.
be able to help."
No way.
I was like, "That guy's on a boat."
yeah, that
Oh,
guy's
boy.
knee deep in
Yeah.
hookers and cocaine.
Yeah,
Oh,
that guy. That guy's on a boat. You might want to.
For his $20 that he's getting every month
Right.
from the revenue.
yeah.
Blowing it all on hookers and coke, dude.
I mean, I did hear the Black Sea's pretty cheap.
It has scenic views in the early spring, but only in the early spring.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hey!
2 weeks. In
Happy
March.
first day of fall.
That's right. Holy shit! It's the 21st.
Today's
it
the
really?
autumnal equinox.
It sure
this
is.
the
Oh.
We're
I've
in
stopped
fall.
paying attention to the days.
So you're
This
gonna
is-
get your guitar soon. We've reached fall.
We've reached fall.
We're
Yeah.
here.
I gotta hit up my dealer,
You're gonna get your
Sweetwater.
guitar. Yeah.
Dustin. Dustin at Sweetwater. I love you,
Shout
man.
out Dustin and
And they
Sweetwater.
call you and
Shout
leave
out.
you voicemails and shit, don't
Dude,
they?
he checks in on me at like every month or so. Hey, man, just checking in.
You still order?
You want to buy any gear? We got this,
no,
and
Dustin,
this.
I'm still waiting for my fucking 12 string.
I'm like, yes, Dustin. Please put this aside for me. I don't have any money right now, but
Suck your dick.
if I got these cheeseburgers, man.
I got 10 hits of acid. Do you want to come over?
Yeah.
We can make music together. With that 12-string guitar I fucking ordered, Dustin.
he's like, I got you, Brennan. It's gonna be 2 day shipping, man. It's gonna be 2 day shipping.
I'll drive it to you, man.
Shows up at your door.
Yeah.
Sweetwater's rad.
Sweetwater's better than
that's
Guitar
Sweetwater.
Center.
It is better than
It's
Garage
not even
Center.
Better than Garage
called Garage Center.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Garage Center. But
You're
Sweetwater,
right. I keep
they'll
messing
let
it
you
up.
finance shit too.
48 months, 0%, dude.
Pretty rad.
Pretty great.
God, that's
Pretty fucking rad.
dangerous. It is
It
so
is very
dangerous.
dangerous. Yeah.
so
How
dangerous.
do you think about my Helix? That's Z-Sounds. That's the same shit. They and I paid like
Z-Sounds.
$120 a
Oh,
month
Z-Sounds,
for
yeah.
like a year, right? I didn't have fucking $1,200.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna have $1,200.
Guys,
Yeah.
martinis are disgusting.
Whoa.
I think I'm gonna have
It's
to
not
move
for
on
you,
to
eh?
a twist for the
Brennan,
next one.
Okay,
Whoa.
you going
That's
lemon?
Yeah, yeah. On the next
Dude,
one.
not even with the Tanqueray. Like the Tanqueray.
I
isn't
love me
even-
some Tank,
Man,
dude.
I'd rather,
As martinis go, I know this is in a solo cup because we're punk rock.
Yeah.
As martinis go, is this a 6, an 8 out of 10? Is this a 5?
a-
I mean, the
3,
portions
dude.
are off because I think we're splitting it 4 ways.
Yeah. I'm
But
gonna
I mean,
say
for
it's-
this space, it's a 10 out of 10.
Ah, you're
if
sweet.
I'm gonna do gin,
You're very
I want a
sweet.
G&T.
a little G&T.
I'm a bubbly guy.
At a
All right.
bar.
This is just like flat.
If this were at a bar,
you
this
need
would be
you
shit.
need Uncle Val's.
But
for
because
G&T.
it's right now,
Uncle
it's
Val's
better.
dry gin.
All right. All right.
It's delicious.
At a bar,
Yeah.
this is 3 and you don't
I'm
pay
a tank
for
guy
it.
for sure.
Uh,
There's also
Go ahead.
what's the gin from Trader Joe's that we did?
I don't know.
Oh
Nice.
fuck.
Aviation?
No, it was a
Something
name.
Asian.
Aviation's good.
No.
Elimination. Elimination.
Evolution. No,
No.
that's the brewery.
Preeminence.
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 Yeah,
Preeminence.
Trader Joe's. Super easy. It's like
Get
$11.
Gertrude and says
Correct. This
Gertrude
is why I
Stein.
did this.
Guinevere's.
This was 10 seconds. 20
Elephantitis.
seconds. Took you 20 seconds to get back.
Yeah.
10, 20.
I mean,
I don't know
I
what
like.
you're talking about. Preeminence.
Elephantitis.
I'm a martini snob, so I'm like I've already lowered my standards just by
Well, it's in a
Just
solo
because you
cup.
walked
yeah,
in.
exactly. No, just because this is the surroundings. So he's right.
I'm fine
For
with
the
it.
situation,
I'm fine with it.
you take that into account.
So for the situation,
It's not a 10.
So no matter
It's
how,
not a 10.
so
He's
matter-
being generous.
No matter how it tasted, the setting makes it a 10. Is that right?
to
Well,
Brennan.
well, I say it's a 10 just because I'm sipping on Tanqueray.
Oh yeah, all right.
Oh, you're a
Sipping some
Tanqueray
Tanqueray.
I'm
guy.
an easy lay. You know, it's just,
Easy lay Tanqueray.
if this was warm gin in this, I'd be cool.
All right. So his standards are
We'll
there.
lower our standards next time.
I mean,
Yeah.
I drink Jim Beam out of the plastic.
I did forget. Yeah, the first couple weeks I got to know you. You're like, yeah, I got some warm banquet in my
dude,
trunk right
yeah,
now.
Trunk banquets, dude.
I got some
Trunquets.
It's been
The
there
old
for a while.
Trunquets.
Like,
I have the road cokes on lock.
he's like, I'm kind of hankering it, but I know it's been in there for a while. I don't know if it's time.
Still cracked one. Still cracked one.
Trunquets.
And then, but then, what was a couple months in? It was probably just even a couple months ago, probably like 2 months before COVID hit, that we found those PBR blacks or bolds.
Extra
The PBR bold.
PBR bold.
It's a black, dude.
It's a PBR that's like
They
6-ish.
taste better than regular PBR.
Good.
It's
I mean,
a PBR
that's pretty
around
easy to do.
6-ish, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the
6.5-ish?
measly 5. I think it was 6.5,
All right.
and it tasted good. We got good old fashioned,
Good.
little buzzy.
Good is a strong word.
I mean,
Played some Nintendo.
nice.
Yeah, those little systems are rad. Are you a gamer by any chance?
I mean, casual. I'm not like Dakota where he plays Fortnite.
Oh yeah, we're the gamers in this group.
I mean, I
We're
got
the
Tony
gamers.
Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Oh, the remasters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it rad as fuck?
Is it fun?
It's cool. I suck
Yeah.
shit at it. And I get really mad that I can't like do all the stuff that I used to be able to do.
Right.
But no, man, I just like to my
Dude,
main
that-
game was
talk about the
Skyrim.
music.
I like RPGs.
Oh, Skyrim's fun.
Skyrim, like nothing that I really have to like play with anyone else.
Gotcha. RPGs, Final Fantasy?
No, like Fable,
Fable. Yeah.
like shit like that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there was another one called Two Swords or Two something like that. It was really
Two brothers.
shitty.
It's
Two,
just
it's
called
just called
brothers.
Two Brothers. Yeah.
Two sisters, actually.
Two brothers dare.
Two brothers there.
Two daughters, one.
Two sisters, one brother.
Whoa.
Ooh. I know. Everyone went there. Everyone
I'd
went
watch that.
there. And
Stop it, Seth, bro.
I have watched that.
Stuck in the garbage disposal. Yikes. That took a turn.
I heard some Bert Kreischer was like, you know what porn I'm kind of into?
Oh
The
boy.
one where like there's like this mom who's like stuck underneath the bed, and the son just comes in. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna fuck you now."
Stepson.
Yeah,
it's always stepson. Yeah.
Stepson's like, I can't help it. Your butt's in the air. We're gonna fuck.
Yeah, stepsister and stepmom porn has gone up like crazy over the past few years.
Why?
It's taboo,
Because
man.
it's taboo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
taboo.
the only
But
like
it's just a title.
We didn't grow up together, so
Dude,
it's fine.
It's a new
Yeah.
level of it's taboo. Like you gotta keep the
I get it.
Yeah,
fantasy
just like
fresh.
Giant,
you know,
giant man.
Everything
dick
else has
over a
been
tiny
done.
white
I mean,
chick.
there's also like triple fisting, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's the other direction, I guess.
yeah, but it's
fantasy versus reality, dude.
You
When
said,
it's like-
you said it's the other erection?
No, the other fantasy.
other erection.
Yeah, the other erection.
One
direction.
erection.
One erection.
One erection.
One
But it's always
erection.
like
makes you beautiful.
It's always like the hottest chick that's the stepsister, you know? So
Yeah.
they like bait you into it. So you got to mute it so that you can't really hear what's going on.
Do you think if there was more ugly stepsisters that it'd get more hits because it's more real?
Ooh,
Ooh.
amateur stepsister.
I don't
shit.
know.
Like they always have the hot chick next door as your stepsister.
Girl next
Right.
door type thing.
What if it was
Yikes.
just like a bunch of just
Right.
I bet you could find it.
they
I mean,
bunch of
relabeled.
us's with vaginas.
They relabeled all the girl next door with
stepsister. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
stepsister, stepdaughter, step
Yeah, yeah.
whatever, step cousin, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's
Babysitter.
just like, oh, I fucked the neighbor. Same
When
video.
when did
Yeah.
when did our libidos care so much about the law?
When was the beginning of time?
Yeah. Well, just when porn got
we've been
invented.
fucking goats
Yeah.
since the beginning of time.
The title say the title
They tell
saying
you
it's
no.
step, and you click on the video, and so you just
Your brain
know
shuts
it's
it
a
off.
step. Yeah.
No, your brain shuts it off.
really?
You don't want to think about it.
No, but there's some that want to stay in that
Yeah,
fantasy.
no,
I'm
Some
like,
people,
that's
I
what
think
this
most people
is
do.
my
Yeah.
stepdaughter.
Yikes.
That's why they're doing it, you know?
Yeah.
It's not triple fisting, and they're like, here's some fists. No, it's
Yeah.
triple fisting. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like I kind of just disassociate from what the tag
that's
says.
you.
That's you,
But
yeah.
they titled
I
it
would
because
say-
it gets more hits.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that's
Definitely.
dirty.
Whatever works, man.
But you're fine with the triple fist? Where is your line?
No, no, Dear Lord.
But I think it's the same with music. It depends on what mood you're in.
For sure.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Dude, my porn tastes definitely change based on mood. 100%.
Yeah, I only do the dog mask ones.
Only the dog mat where they're wearing a full
what's
mask.
it called?
Smell the glove.
Fluffies. Furries.
I'm obviously not that into it.
Oh, God. Speaking of dog mask. So when I was like 14.
Can't wait for this segue.
Yep.
My best friend Leif, shout out Leif. He had this little Yorkie, and he would always hump his pillow. He had a special humping pillow. So we're like, dude, let's put on some dog porn.
Oh, pup play.
And we were thinking that it would be like dog on dog. No. We found a site that, and mind you, this is like early 2000s. We found a site where it was like immediately we had to turn it off because the FBI was going to come. It was like a dog, like a Doberman, like penetrating a woman.
Oh,
and we were
yeah.
like, oh God, no.
Oh yeah, that shit's still
No.
out.
Pretty easy to
God,
find.
no.
It's called bestiality.
Yeah.
You
Didn't
just
know
type
that
that
was
into
a
Google.
thing.
Yeah, you just find some chick sucking off a dog. Like,
Oh.
what is going
Yeah,
on
but
here?
see,
God.
she's the victim.
Yeah.
You see?
You put a greased, naked
Okay, all right.
woman. Yeah. Yeah. We had all you guys tied up.
Yeah.
Fine line.
It's a fine line. Spinal Tap.
We did not watch Spinal Tap. We did do Midnight Gospel.
So where does
did
the
watch
mask
Midnight
come
Gospel.
in?
No mask.
No, just dog.
No mask.
He said dog mask and therefore dog.
You just remember
Just
seeing that video.
associating on the dog thing.
Yeah, he said dog. Therefore, yeah.
He said dog. My brain went there.
I mean,
Yeah. And I turned to my friend. He's wearing a mask and jerking it.
I was like, dear Lord, what
I
is
turned my
happening?
buddy and he's getting fucked by his dog.
And he's like, I just needed an example. I just needed a good
It
boy.
was a Chihuahua. He
Good
really had to
boy.
lay on the floor.
Yeah, I learned a lot that day.
Chihuahuas got big dicks.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
That's what you learned.
That's what you learned.
You're welcome.
Dog porn. Well,
Hey,
there's a market for everything.
there
Yeah.
is Rule 34.
Again.
Yeah.
If it exists, there's porn of it.
That would be like a good grindcore band.
Dog
porn.
What's up?
Yeah.
Chihuahua barks. Though.
Just blast beats with a dog barking over it.
And then,
Perfect.
There's
we
a
were
market
actually
for it.
the
You know there's a
last
market for it.
guests we had on. One of them was a huge Locust fan.
Dude, saw
Oh.
Locust
Like-
at Desert Days.
Fuck
No
yeah.
way.
I was frying face and it was way too much. I was like, I love this band, but I can't right now. This is too much. I can't do it.
As just the waves of sound. Like,
Yeah. And I was just like,
attacked.
sensory overload. Just like,
17 songs were played in the last minute. You're like,
yeah. We used to have a running joke that if you could understand the Locust lyrics, then you could understand any lyrics
That's
from
kind
any
of true.
band.
You're,
That's
I think that's true.
absolutely
You
fair.
totally are. Like,
Yeah.
some of the songs that we've gone back
Maybe
and
the
listened.
second week in a row we've talked about the Locust.
Yeah, you have to
And
look at
third
the
even.
lyrics.
Now we're
I
getting
think
in
third
it.
even,
Yeah.
actually.
Third? Okay.
Almost. Yeah.
God bless
We've been
the
talking
Locust.
about that a lot.
I like the
Yeah.
Locust.
God bless the
Wait,
I like
Locust.
the
Wait.
Locust.
Yeah, they're great.
Or is it anal cunt? Which one's the half-eaten sandwich would like to see you in his office?
That's
Oh,
Locust.
yeah.
Anal
Cunt
cunt's
is-
rad though too.
Yeah.
Hairspace
different.
repositories?
That's still the Locust.
All right, cool. I like the Locust more than I like anal cunt.
Hairspray.
Dude, anal cunt.
Teenage
Jesus.
Mustache.
Yeah, that's high school for me.
Locust.
Yeah.
I don't know anal cunt. I
Anal
guess.
cunt is.
Got some
Get
research
into
to
it.
do. Yeah,
Get
Anal
into
cunt
it.
is 311 sucks. Rollerblading faggot.
Love that shit.
Yeah.
311
Rollerblading.
It's such a good
Yeah.
song.
And then like their albums are like It Just Gets Worse.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then they have the one album. It's called Picnic of Love, and their songs are like I respect your thoughts and feelings as a woman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Women are love.
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah. Two totally different, equally amazing bands
Yeah.
in totally different ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grindcore. Get into
Grindcore,
it.
yeah. And
Yeah, I watched plenty of Locust live videos because they're just fucking insane.
Dude,
like if
live.
you
gnarly.
They're fun live.
Such
if
a
you've
gnarly
never
band.
listened
I've
to
never
grindcore and you like want to know what it's about, that's
Just
a
Google it.
wonderful recommendation.
Yeah.
Listen to a bit of the Locust. If you're intrigued, you love the genre.
Honestly,
Like,
like,
oh, yeah.
like the Santa Ana River Brew people were saying, like
Blind
it's
Boss
music.
guy.
No.
Oh yeah, Mike too.
Mike was saying it like
Are
it's
you
music
still
that fits
chewing
these
gum?
times. Yeah.
watermelon, dude. It lasts
It's
forever.
lost flavor.
You psycho.
I know, I'm psycho. Yeah.
It's just cement.
It's got no flavor.
It's whale
anymore.
blubber.
It's the music that fits these times, man. It's COVID. It's COVID times. Everyone's
Yeah.
angry. Get your grindcore on.
Get more grindcore.
I'm just thinking
More
about them,
grindcore.
and my head just goes like this.
Yeah.
It's good stress relief music.
They've done it right.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
grindcore just reminds me of being 15 and going to shows. Just
Right?
being sweaty
Mosh
as
pits.
shit.
Mosh pits, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like shaved head and Dickies. That's all that I wore for like 4 years of my life.
Actually, I'd like to discuss that too. You've been through very
I gotta
pronounced
pee, but I wanna
looks
hear
in
about
your life, yeah. Every time you've because right now you're rocking like the Lieutenant Dan, if you will.
Totally.
Like
Yeah, my sisters hate it. Every time
Totally.
they see me, they're like,
kinda
"What-
like-
what are you doing?"
Kind of like if Jesus met Brett Michaels.
I would totally rock that love.
with the Malcolm
if
X
you just
fr-
made this headband like this,
Just
big.
all the way. And if I was balding on top but still had the sides
well,
going.
that's why you make it so big
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
can't see what's
Yeah,
on
for sure.
What's on top? Can't even see it.
So actually, Vaughn, the owner of Electric Jungle, that's the situation. That shout out Vaughn.
Shut up, Vaughn.
What's up, Vaughn?
Fuck you, Vaughn.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Vaughn.
Piece of shit. Run your AC, dude.
Yeah, run your AC, dude.
Run your
Yeah, sitting with the guy here.
God damn it.
Run your fucking AC,
Run your
dude.
goddamn AC.
But going on looks, I mean, I've had a few. I think it's not been too much. Like, me and my friends, another joke is like, you grow up punk rock and then you have two directions. You either go rockabilly or you go for the skinhead dad look. You know?
I got forced into the skinhead dad. I didn't choose this role. It chose me.
Yeah, but at least now it's like the Viking, you know.
Yeah,
Like-
it's definitely Viking.
Yeah.
Definitely
I went
Viking.
Punk to pop punk to rock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what. I was a super huge punk head back in the day, but more like no effects.
Like if you just
I love
walk,
that kind of punk, and then like New York Dolls.
if you walked on
dude.
stage, yeah,
77, New York. I fucking
Yeah,
love New
yeah.
York Dolls.
That's what when I
Trash.
was in like,
Don't get it up. Don't go away.
yeah, my dad was just like, you don't know what punk rock is. Listen to New York Dolls. He like, puts on a record. I'm like, oh fuck,
This is the
this is
shit.
super old. And then you're just like, don't call me white.
Don't call, dude.
me
Punkorama. That was like my introduction to NoFX and stuff.
That's like the second time we talked about that too.
Fucking-
Gentlemen, start punking out. Just
Dude.
punk out.
I did all the punkoramas because you learn like so much about good fucking bands,
Yeah,
and you just don't. It's hard to like when the internet didn't exist like as much as it is now.
you had to put much
couldn't
more
figure-
effort into it,
Yeah, and then like unless you go to Warped Tour, you didn't fucking find out about new bands.
dude. Skate comps. I used to
Yeah.
go to skate
Dude.
competitions all the time, and that's where I would get all the Punkorama tapes and
Yeah, I was a
like
big
get my
skateboarder too,
T-shirt
dude.
signed by Mike Vallely and stuff.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. I one of the first Warped Tours I went to, it was Jimmy Worlds during Bleed American. They were on top of a little shitty van handing out demos for Bleed American.
No way.
I still have it at home.
That's
one thing
so
I was
rad.
saved. Yeah, it was just like the Our Sweat Sugar on the Asphalt song.
Sidebar: did you see that mini doc? It exists somewhere. How they got rejected from their label during Clarity, and then they, with Trombino, I think is on that.
Yeah.
as
Sounds
well.
right. Sounds right. Yeah.
They
Mark.
made that record and then sold it to a label.
I gotta tap out for a second.
hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm
do
sorry.
it.
Yeah.
It was already a fully furnished, like it was just turn the key and go.
That
They
album was already done and someone didn't take it. Who the fuck was around
the
then? It should
yeah,
be shot.
just the opposite way is like when you come to a label with demos and then
Right.
they give you money and then you hire a producer, you come out with this huge thing and then they put the marketing, they do
Right.
all that, right?
Yeah.
And you rack up a bill with them.
They just did it backwards.
They already had it and
Yeah.
said, "Who wants this?"
Yeah. That's
That's
awesome.
kinda sick.
Yeah, fucking rad.
Who got
Because,
it? Capital or something, right?
Yeah, I think it's
someone
Capital.
huge. Yeah.
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 because Static Prevails and Clarity were both on the label they were on.
I see.
And they got pushed. Clarity was interesting because Static Prevails, if you guys listen, the other guy is singing like half the time.
Oh.
Like Jim wasn't the singer. This is early shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
By the time, it was just a combination of everything. By the time
Yeah.
they finally got to where Bleed American is,
Yeah.
they were at the top of their fucking everything.
Yeah, yeah. It's still
And-
their second best record. Yeah.
Well, that's debatable, right?
Yeah. They're all
Clarity-
fucking good.
Clarity
Yeah.
has such its own unique universe.
That's the breakout though.
That's the breakout. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's the first time they like hit
Yeah.
any kind of radio outside of Arizona and
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was fascinating that it's their influence. It's not some executive coming and listening to the record and going, Yeah, I don't know
Right.
if it's gonna make it.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
That's probably why they didn't pick it up.
They made something they wanted to make and then like
Right.
shopped it around until someone wanted it.
We've done that before. Doesn't work.
We've
Not anymore. It did in 2001.
It did in
2001.
It
It
did in
would've-
1970.
yeah, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
The
sure
way
did.
it used to be.
2020 doesn't give a shit.
We were in the
Nope.
desert last week.
We were in the
2
desert
days
last
ago.
week.
Today.
Next
were
week,
today.
we're going to have the three of us and then talk about
Yeah.
it then because the listeners are right now getting the guest out of the room and they're getting the three of us that have spent like 72 hours with each other.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
We
we did stuff. Have a good day.
We don't
Have a good
care
day.
to
It's
talk.
been nice. Bye.
We don't care to talk to each other
We'll
about
recap
it.
it next week.
because we were just there. I
Yeah,
saw
like
you
2
guys
days ago.
how many-
Yesterday.
yesterday
I wanna
morning.
Know, I want to know one thing.
Yes.
How many more songs did you do yesterday?
Grand total for everything.
Yes.
Grand total for absolutely everything. So the 12-ish from
Yeah.
before, we're at 35.
Nice.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was able to I'll just say real quick now that Brennan's back.
bad.
No, you're good.
No.
Had
Oh,
to make
good.
the
No.
purpose.
We were actually talking about how to kill time while you're gone and talking about things that these people don't care about. But
Yep.
He ended up with 35 altogether. We did 35 over the weekend.
35 over the
35.
weekend.
there's 35 songs ready like to start
To turn into real
No
songs.
lyrics,
to
though.
turn into real songs. No lyrics, but everything already has like a defined vibe, and
Melodies
which
and stuff,
which makes the melodies way easier to get.
For
Yeah.
sure.
It's like instantly.
Yeah, yeah.
And once those, like, if we start cherry picking those things and turn into a band recording, progression's already there,
Yeah.
arrangements already there. We just have to like make it feel cool,
Yeah, yeah.
and then that'll write the rest of the
Yeah,
lyrics.
they'll
So-
change like dramatically each and
Yeah.
every one of them.
yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
if one of the producers we work with like picks one and says, "I like that, but I want you to do it twice as fast," you go,
Sure.
Or like, you know, this song's
Okay.
so swingy. Put it straight on. You're like,
yeah, yeah.
"That
Okay.
whole-
Okay.
It absolutely
Okay.
changes the lyrics that I did have."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let me.
or like, remember that awesome riff? It doesn't work now.
Yeah, right.
A mistake that I will correct the next time it happens again.
Yeah.
I want to do it in like 3 months because the back of my brain feels so good. Front of my brain is like, now I got 35 tracks
Yeah,
to
yeah,
figure
yeah.
out. Like now I'm like hungry about that.
Right.
But the rest of my body feels great that I don't. If I hear something in here, I can go, yeah, I'm fine. We're good. Everything's good. We have plenty to work with.
Yeah.
Not only do we have plenty to work with, but they're
Well,
already
that's
like
the whole reason you did it at
they're
all.
already like already realized.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, the fact that
it's a big
we busted out
psychic
like
weight off.
13 brand new ones without any out
So-
of nowhere.
such
We
a
just were like,
big weight
we
off.
all sat down. We're like, what's a riff we can do?
Yeah.
Yep.
What key do you want it in?
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
we just started with that kind
That's
of shit.
it.
Just
Just
start writing riffs.
All standard?
Not necessarily.
Some slide, some capo, like just depends.
Yeah.
Yep.
we
Like
went
pick,
all over the place.
pick
Cool.
a key. Come out. What?
Started with noodling a few times.
I grabbed
Here's a riff.
I grabbed a acoustic that was a
association
half
writing,
step down, and I went to go play an E chord, and
Oh,
Oliver's,
cool.
Oliver's like,
Cool.
it's just a half step down, and I'm like, I'm not gonna try to transpose a new song. So
Yeah.
I did. This is my song. I was like, dun 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 dun, and then we turned that into a song.
Yeah.
Like, like
That was like the last one we did.
By the time I get done with the vocal hook on that, bastard nothing of music.
Yeah.
And it's great.
dude.
That's our hit,
The
man.
last song we wrote was called Satan's Little Raider.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, everything has working titles.
Dude,
we have working titles
had
for
like
everything.
Ants in the Crack.
It
Ants in
needs
the
a
crack.
working title. Everything needs a working
Ants
title.
Glocked up.
Glocked up
Got
was
your
good.
guns in there. You glocked up.
Boulder Canyon. I was
Boulder
listening.
Canyon.
I was driving today, listening to
Boulder
all
Canyon?
of them. To
Okay,
all of them.
yeah.
Everything that we put down because I'm backing it up. I'm backing it up because the
So
mistake.
all this was recorded.
the
Phone
mistake.
memos.
The
Phone
mistake
memos.
that I made
Yeah.
is that I set everything up and we sat down and we started writing, and then we just did voice memos.
yeah, yeah.
I could have saved myself half a day by just putting that in the computer.
Right, and just having
And just
it roll
having
the whole
it
time.
already.
Yeah, yeah.
Because half of my day yesterday was just transferring everything into a working computer demo.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that wasted half of my day.
Yeah,
Without
yeah.
that,
Phew.
probably would have had 50 like I
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah, that's what I was
Well,
kind of.
vermouthy.
So-
Yeah, because we had it set up like there was 2 different stations that could have ran a recording,
And
That
we
was the
didn't
thing.
touch them.
we didn't
Well,
touch them.
Yeah.
also, this is the first. Guess what?
We'll do this next week.
We had a great time.
We did. Brennan's here, everybody.
I'm going to book somewhere in about 3 months, and if you, however
Yeah,
many nights
we'll
you
do
can
it
make
again.
it, let's do it.
I have an idea. If
Yeah.
you
What?
guys are into it.
What?
In.
But
Next time that you do No! You're close though. Next time you guys do a desert session,
Yes.
Uh huh.
hashtag Queens of the Stone Age.
Right.
yeah. We did write a couple
I
of
could
those.
just like man the operations while you guys are doing the creativeness.
Dude.
Okay.
If you're volunteering
All right.
for this, we're going to hold you to it. This shit's on the record.
Yeah, this is on
You realize
record.
This is on rec. dude.
I, Brennan
Okay.
Torres,
I'm not, don't
Volunteer.
do that.
We're not paying
right now.
you.
Don't do that.
He said
Don't do
volunteer.
that.
volunteer for tribute.
I was literally there this morning, so I have fresh perspective, experience, opinions, gripes.
All right,
Don't
we
give
can,
that to
we
me
can
right
only
now.
have you if you stay in your own room. Don't talk to us.
And just hit record when we tell you to
That's
hit
my
record.
jam,
I'll
dude.
cook and I'll just slide food under the door. For you.
That is
Yeah.
perfectly my jam.
Yeah. Or you guys have a complex. Keep me in a shed.
Yeah.
And then when it's like time to get and
Release
then,
the Craig.
Yeah, and then we'll nail
He just
it
comes
and
out
then
underwear
we'll
and
separate.
guitar just already playing.
I warned them I wanted to be in underwear all weekend, and I
Dude, you should've.
technically wasn't. The last
almost
day and a
were.
half, I absolutely was.
Okay.
Yeah, I absolutely
Yeah,
was. Yeah.
I think I was in sweatpants and a hoodie because we had 2 ACs going and we put the ACs at
It was nice
70.
and hot.
Yeah, the
outside.
ACs
Okay,
were-
ready?
yeah.
And then we'll talk about this when we recap.
yeah.
with each other.
Tune in next week.
Yeah.
Special sneak peek.
Yeah.
What are
Here
you
with
looking
Filmspeed.
forward to most when everything like gets back to quote unquote normal?
Fucking shows, man. I
Shows,
just
man.
like live music, and it doesn't even have to be like a band, like a big band. Like I just want to go
fucking
to a
shows,
bar.
man.
Yeah.
I want to go to a bar that has good music. I just want to like sip on something and listen to
These.
music.
These martinis. These exact martinis.
With
I mean,
Maybe not these exact martinis.
probably
these-
honestly, probably a Coors Banquet or a PBR.
All right.
I'm a cheap asshole.
You'd take that over these martinis.
I would. I would. I totally would.
Still? 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would come back here and drink it.
Well, if we had a banquet in this room, banquet's usually a 10 out of 10 for them, so it'd be like a 15,
Okay.
16.
Oh, yeah.
right?
And it'd be cold, so
Oh,
yeah.
if there was cold, crispy boys of banquet, like I would be rock
Boys
solid,
of banquet.
just rock solid, ready to go.
Dude, my grandma never like drank her whole life, and on like her final week of living, she was like, talked to my mom, she's like, Molly, I want a Coors Banquet. My grandma had a Coors Banquet and a Winston. That's what she had. That's the only beer she had like her whole life.
Dude,
Yeah, was a
And a
Badass.
Winston cigarette?
Oh yeah, she was a Winston lady.
Ooh,
badass.
She loved Winstons.
stale.
that
They just
lady-
taste so stale.
She smoked until
Yeah, Viola. She was 88.
nice.
Her name was Viola.
Yeah.
Good run.
What a- Awesome
Viola
name.
Solakowski.
nice,
Wow.
dude.
French Canadian. As fuck.
smoked cigarettes till the day she died.
Yep.
Cool.
She was a badass.
Yeah.
bitch. For sure. Grandma Penguin.
Grandma
shout,
Penguin.
Shout out Grandma Penguin.
Shout out Grandma
Yeah.
Penguin.
You've been dead for a long time.
Cigarette smokers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Off and on.
Off and on.
Off and on.
Lately, we've all had rounds with this. We've all talked about this. Giving up booze, giving up cigarettes, doing things.
Right.
You're in the middle of a thing, right?
Oh yeah, dude, a 12-week thing.
And
Oh,
you
that's
made an
right.
exception for tonight with,
No,
with
no, no,
this.
no, no.
Well,
No,
I mean,
this is included in the 12-week
it's clear liquor.
I
right?
went off the rails this weekend, so I was pet sitting. So okay,
Back
so
all the way up. Here we
Okay,
go.
Wait,
set up. We need.
I don't
he's
know
on a
what you're
12-week
in.
thing. Yeah,
Here we
yeah.
go.
So
What are you in?
I'm
Yeah.
in a. So
Committed
I,
relationship with God.
no.
That too.
Like since I was 14 until like just a year ago, I've always been like a muscular dude, like not like a beefcake by any means, but just like
Yeah,
lean,
a little brick fit
just
little
lean
guy. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
fit. And since quitting my job at the restaurant back in January of last year,
Okay.
I gained a bunch of weight, and so I finally had
Sidebar,
enough
how
of
long
it.
were you in food service?
4 years altogether.
Okay.
Okay.
What restaurant?
Three at Islands, and then 1 year at Playground in downtown Santa Ana.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Gain some weight.
So I gained a bunch of weight,
Yeah.
and like I don't like feeling like this. Like I get winded walking up steps, or like getting out of my car and walking to my front door. And
This
so
is the first time you've been pudgy in your life.
no, dude, I was a fat shit when I was a little kid. I was 160 pounds in fourth grade.
Whoa. Okay.
Wait, fourth grade. Whoa.
Fourth
Yeah.
grade.
160 in fourth grade?
4'11", 160 pounds. I was as round as I was tall.
Rocking
Wow.
it. Fuck.
Dude.
Just pudgy as
Willy,
fuck.
Willy Wonka Blueberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then in middle school, I got diagnosed with ADHD,
Huh?
inattentive, which is like they call it the Winnie the Pooh syndrome.
Can you give me the year abouts this is?
This was around 2005.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So then I was eating gobbledygoops like they were going out of style.
Yeah.
Got all
Prescribed,
skinny.
hey.
Yeah, prescribed. It was basically meth.
Yeah.
So I was eating that from when I was like 13 until I was 17.
Fuck.
Wow.
And then
I'll cut some weight.
when I was 14 is really when I started smoking weed a bunch. And I would see shadow people and I'd be paranoid and I would just like have these manic episodes of
Shadow
like just
people.
violentness.
Shadow
Dude,
people.
All right, can we get into that real quick? Can
Yeah.
you tell me some experience about shadow people? Because as you explained it just now, just coming into it, you're like, okay, so I'm on a bunch of like,
prescribed meth, basically.
Meth and weed.
and then I started smoking weed for the first time, and I started seeing some people.
Yeah. it's
Well, it wasn't the first time. It was like years later. It took me doing things.
It wasn't the first time.
No, it
Have
was
you always seen shadow people?
since I was about 15. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Wait, when you started the pills and the weed?
No. So 15 was like 2 years into the pills and the weed.
Okay. Oh.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay.
you developed your.
You developed the shadow.
what I
people.
used to do is
Maybe.
I would stop taking my pills for. So I would take 112 milligrams of ADHD medicine,
Like
Okay.
Ritalin
Which is-
or
Concerta, which is like
Concerta.
the same level,
Yeah.
if not higher than Ritalin.
Yeah.
nice.
And I was
It's just a
prescribed
different-
112 milligrams
Ooh.
That's a lot.
Daily?
daily. I had a 7-second attention span.
Wow.
Woo!
So I would save up,
Holy
and I had these horse pills and then these tiny little ones. So I would sell the little ones, and then I would save up like 5 of the big horse pill ones. These were 50 milligrams or 54 milligrams, and I would eat 5 at a time and stay up for like 3 days.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Supposedly and allegedly.
Yeah.
So when you're up for 3 days and then you're smoking weed, you either black out and wake up in different places, or you start seeing shadow people that are trying to kill you.
That's what
Okay.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Black helicopter, lizard people,
Yeah.
rain's making the frogs gay.
Like, how could I not try other drugs after being subscribed to this thing?
Yeah.
Or prescribed, not subscribed.
Nope, you're
Well, both.
subscribed.
Subs-
Yeah.
I got this monthly subscription.
Subscribed and subscribed.
Well, it's on a regular basis, so it's a subscription as well. Yeah.
Definitely fucked with my
Yeah.
brain a lot. And I would have these episodes of like just anger. Like because I was also in wrestling at this time. I was in wrestling from when I was 14 until I got kicked out for being a stoner my senior year.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. You're always a fit dude. You're on meth, and
I was on meth and
Taking
lifting
kids
weights
to-
And kicking people's asses. Yeah.
and kicking people's asses.
You're pinning people every 7 seconds.
So, like-
you're done. You're done.
okay. So in your adult life, this is the first time you felt pudgy,
Yeah.
because you said you're fat when you're a kid, but baby fat. Kids
Yeah.
kids
No,
can get fat.
I was fat when I was a kid too.
Yeah, well,
Not
some
huge,
fat.
but
It's
just-
a
But
kid.
I've always, in my adult life, I've always cruised around like 140, 150. I'm like
Yeah.
187 right now.
Not okay
Okay.
with you.
Too much.
Not okay with me because
Yeah.
I just feel heavy and I
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
and I smoke cigarettes, so it's just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
extra wheeze on
Yeah.
the juice.
If
you
I
know?
wrestled you right now, I win.
You win. You win. You win.
No training.
No training. You win. But I have been training for 3 weeks so far. Oh, that's what I was
Yeah.
getting to.
Yeah,
That's
12
how all
weeks.
this
Yeah,
happened.
7 seconds. We're back. Yeah.
7 seconds is a
Yeah.
good band.
Well, yeah.
So I hired this guy on Instagram. He does like those bikini competitions and like fitness modeling.
He's doing
stuff.
all right.
So what
He
it
looks
is
good.
I paid $150 for 12 weeks.
Okay.
He gives me a meal plan each week. I eat 5 times a day, and I'm doing all basically calisthenic workouts.
Okay.
But like each workout is 5 times 50 reps.
Wow.
So like I'm doing
Yeah.
Body weight stuff.
body weight stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm doing like 1,000 squats a day sometimes of this
Christ.
bullshit.
Yeah.
And like burpees and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So this weekend I was pet sitting at my sister's house, and they're like junk food masters.
Oh shit.
And I had brought over I brought all my shit that I had cooked up. I brought over
I've
my
asked you
white
bits
cod
and pieces
frozen.
as it's gone on. You're 3 weeks in, and I'm like, "How's it been?" You're like, "Dude, I gotta go cook right now."
Yeah, I'm
'Cause I
cooking
need-
all the time.
I need 1 chicken breast and a
yeah.
lime.
Like 6 ounces of chicken. That's one meal.
Yeah.
6 ounces of chicken with rice is another meal. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm at my sister's pad. They went camping down in San Diego. and I'm left. I'm like a fucking heroin addict at the distribution center. Like, I'm seeing all the goodies around me, and I'm told I can't have a taste.
Right.
So then I'm like, well, maybe I could just add a little something to my diet. So I add butter. Like, I'm not supposed to have dairy through this whole thing.
Boy.
So I started cooking
Gateway
my
drug.
rice with butter.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Just
like,
so good. Rice with butter. There's a
dude,
game
fucking
changer.
white rice and butter? Like, how can you not do that?
Brett,
I made them
Yeah.
rice with hatch chilies, and I put
Oh,
butter in it. I was
fuck
like,
He
yeah.
did cook all weekend. We're going to talk about all
Yeah.
that
next week.
on the next
I'm just
episode.
saying, butter with shit is better.
Yeah.
It's always
Butter with
better.
shit
Butter's
is always
better.
better.
And white rice without butter, waste.
Right.
Yeah, what's the point?
Dude,
What are you
Feed it
doing
to my
to yourself?
dog, dude. That's what my dog eats. Literally.
so I got there on Thursday to watch the pets.
yeah.
With a rabbit.
Snack City.
Yeah, you showed us pictures of the
Lionhead's
bunny.
bunny.
Yeah.
Things-
Cutest little thing.
It looks.
It is
Did
pretty
you
fluffy.
eat it? Did you get so hungry you ate it?
No, almost.
I needed a snack.
No,
I got
no,
really,
because
really
they had
hungry.
a plethora of food. Like they have one of those deep freezers in their garage. They're the type of white people that have 2 fridges,
Yep.
Yeah.
a fridge in the kitchen, a fridge in the garage, and then a freezer.
They're
Okay.
the type of white people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Couldn't be more well placed.
Yeah.
So I finally give in. I'm chilling for now. I give in and I just go buck fucking wild.
Okay.
I'm eating all the shit in the fridge. I'm eating all the shit in the pantry.
Floodgates are open.
Yeah.
Dude, they had one of those PF Chang's frozen meals that was backdated from January 2019. And I was like, fuck it, it'll
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
They won't
I
know it's
make it.
gone.
It's freezer burnt.
Yeah.
It's a
Dude,
big giant glob of ice.
so I cook it and I'm eating it. I get through half of it. I dump Frank's hot sauce on it. And I'm like, this isn't getting any better. Cuz the chicken the just it was like a sponge. It just didn't even taste like usually it's like kind of rubbery and you got some resistance
Yeah, yeah.
to the chew.
Yeah, yeah.
This was just straight like
Oh,
ugh.
that's yeah.
So I said, fuck that. I found ranch
It's only
party
a
dip
model.
and sour cream in the fridge, made a big old bowl of that, crapped open the ruffles, and just went ham. And that was my dinner.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Ruffles is not on the meal plan.
Didn't work out all
Dude.
weekend.
Oh no.
Ranch.
Hey, man.
Also with just sour cream in the ranch.
Yeah.
Is also not good for you.
Yeah.
Just
Fuck
all fat.
yeah, dude.
Have you been monitoring your progress, and how did this set you back? How were you doing? And has
So in 3 weeks, I lost 3 pounds. Actually, my shirts fit better now.
it's the inches.
It's the inches.
It's the inches, not the pounds.
And I'm actually getting like
1,000
muscle.
squats a day, man. You're gonna get some fucking muscle.
Dude, I already see like a little perkiness in my
You
butt.
will
Get that
It's
booty.
Crazy.
Absolutely
It's not a
will.
day. It's so I have a squats day that's like heavy on the squats.
Got it.
And then other body parts.
Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Throughout the rest of the
You're
day.
doing 1,000 squats that day allotted for squats.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
get it.
Doing
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
abs and different types of crunches.
Dude,
and then you're doing-
crunches every day, leg lifts every day, which is crazy. I could kind of start seeing little bricks through
That's
my
what
fat.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
you're 3 weeks in.
3 weeks in.
With
they'll,
a 3-day setback.
They'll call
3
this a
days in.
cheat day.
cheat
A
weekend.
cheat weekend.
But you have
weekend.
3 weeks, and that's 3 days.
Yeah.
It just means you gotta jerk off.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
5
one
times
cheat day a
the
week.
week.
You have to jerk off 5 times
Well,
as much.
Yeah,
Is
then
that
you
what
burn
you're
off all those calories.
So what I started
And you,
doing,
you expel liquid and
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
You're back
Water
down.
weight.
I started doing yesterday. I only got through 50, but I wanted to start doing 100 Navy SEALs a day.
what's a Navy
What's the
SEAL?
name?
A Navy
You
SEAL
just
is
go
Go
out crawl?
fucking dudes.
a Navy SEAL is a burpee with like you kick up when you do a
Ah,
push
yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Gross.
So I started watching these dudes that are fresh out of prison teaching me how to do these and what they do. So this one
You
dude
wrap a
that
towel
I
on a pole
Explains
and
the
lift himself.
bandana.
actually bandana has a purpose. When I'm on the freeway smoking a cigarette, it keeps the hair from going in my eye.
Ah, no burning your hair.
No
Yeah,
burning
yeah.
the hair.
Yeah.
Also
It's
keeps the
precious.
I've
floof
definitely
down.
burnt these with cigarettes before. Yeah. Very practical. Yep.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag.
I burnt this.
Burnt
with
the beard, dude.
cigarettes. Oh, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Probably have. Definitely probably hit a cigarette backwards, burnt my beard.
Put it out in your beard.
So
Or,
are
like
you
save it for later.
Yeah.
are you overall satisfied with the plan? You know, the fitness plan thus far?
You got
Yeah, I mean it's
9 more weeks.
It's gnarly, dude.
Like
It's
the number
so
on the
gnarly.
scale is one thing, but like as soon as you like put on a shirt and you're like, fuck,
Not yet.
I have not
Not yet.
worn. Okay,
Muscle
yet.
weighs more than fat. Fat turns into muscle.
3
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
12, man.
So that's
it's just gonna be-
25% in.
That's what the coach said, is that I'm not losing the weight that I want because I'm also building muscle at the same time.
Yeah, because you're overweight. So now your
Yeah.
body's adjusting to your weight.
Yeah.
And as your muscle uses the energy that you constantly use, it's going to realize you don't need the extra weight and then use the extra weight
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
fuel to go. Yeah.
yeah, and you don't have to eat as much.
Yeah, same thing. Right before COVID hit, I was going to the gym like 5 times a week.
Yeah.
And I started dropping weight. Not even dropping weight. I dropped weight like 5 pounds and then just stayed. And I like did not change. And then went into COVID and I gained like 10 pounds.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm back.
COVID
I think I'm
15,
a pound heavier than I was. But I went to the gym today.
Nice.
Didn't want to go, but I fucking went in.
Yeah.
Fucking did the 3 miles running and
Hell yeah.
walking.
With a
And I
mask
got-
on?
No. Fuck
Oh,
no.
okay, good.
Fuck your mask. Fuck your mask. Fuck old people. Anyways, I'm just kidding. You old people, you can die.
Shut up, old people.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
But they do have
Have sex with old
hand
people.
sanitizing stations everywhere. Like
Wow.
That's
I
great.
didn't count them, but it's probably 40. And the
Yeah.
place isn't that nice. Place isn't that big, but it was just nice, like running on the treadmill. Like I'm sweating all over it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all over. And right when I get off, immediately person comes up that's working.
Yeah, yeah.
Mask, gloves.
Great.
Sanitizing,
Wipes it down, yeah.
wiping.
Cool.
And then like I turn around and there's like 3 treadmills to a hand sanitizer station.
Yeah.
And there's only like 6 of us in there, like in the whole place. So
I turned around and they've removed all the treadmills.
They've swapped it out
They
with
took-
another one. Yeah.
They took everything out, and it's just a circle of like AA, and I'm just like, oh, I knew I was gonna get here sometime.
There's one guy retiling the place,
Yeah.
and I.
buffing the marble.
But,
yeah.
How'd you do all this?
the machines, like in between every machine, is like a hand sanitizer.
All right.
Rad.
Like
Yeah.
you just like lifting, and then you just look to your left, and you're just like the
Yeah.
fucking Purell
Nice.
foamy guy, which is nice. Made me feel safe. I'm also not worried about it anyways. But
Yeah.
they took away battle ropes. They took away. They have like a cool ass cage where you can take medicine balls, and it's like a little mini trampoline, dude. And it's like a crazy workout because you hold this fucking really heavy medicine ball and you chuck it at this trampoline and it shoots back to you. And you
Oh.
gotta catch it. And you just do this. There's different weights. They took all
Don't
that
fuck
shit
up.
away, and I love that.
Don't fuck up.
Dude,
Yeah.
I saw an old lady bust the glass with it.
No.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, she threw it and it hit the rack, and the rack hit the mirror. It just
Awesome.
yeah. I was doing
Nice.
the pull down rope thing.
Yeah.
and it just like I saw just a medicine ball come out like shing. I was like, oh. You just hear like, and then you just see like a big
Yeah,
giant,
just a big line
Yeah,
start going up.
dude,
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
But yeah, I went back to the gym today. Fun.
Yeah, I haven't been
How
to
many
the gym
olives you
forever.
want? Wait,
I'm lemoning.
Olive, yeah.
Is
I'm
there a
lemoning.
lemon or something?
He's moving to lemon, so if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
move
let's go to lemon,
okay,
dude.
and you're still olives.
Well, I mean,
No,
we're switching
hold-
to
I
lemon.
brought things on purpose. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, let's switch it up, dude.
Okay.
Lemon party. Lemon party.
No. Please, for the love of God, no.
It's just the rind, right? In the
Yeah, yeah.
martinis,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just the rind.
Mhm.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Do you always blade it up?
Always.
Always. Since forever?
Gotta have it.
Boy Scout?
Weebelo, like nothing that
Wee
matters.
below. I was a wee below.
No, it's just, it's
That's
a good
still-
tool. I mean,
I-
I just,
It's
I was
in
a
the scouts.
Cub Scout. I never got that far.
You didn't?
it's,
Weebelo?
yeah, it's not
Oh.
it's not a flicker. You gotta kind of,
Spider
Again, with the
China.
with the problems that the Boy Scouts had recently, it's
I gotta
still-
sharpen it.
It still surprised me that it's Weeblo.
Wee below.
We blow.
We blow.
Yeah. Everyone.
That's
Yeah.
kind of an issue, isn't it? No? Yeah.
Yeah. Just a bit.
Kind of a problem. It's rind, right? You want to...
I mean, I don't know
You
how
do-
clean this is.
That's fine.
So.
I'll...
So
Just use it like down here.
Don't tell me what to do.
he stabs people with the other inch.
Yeah. It's got blood all over the other side.
It is still a little sharp, so just be careful.
All right.
Speaking of knives and scouts,
Knives.
I'm still on a huge Simpsons kick, and just last night I watched the episode where Bart joins the scouts
Oh boy.
because he wants a Swiss Army knife. That's like the only reason he wants one. Yeah.
I think you might get to
Of
that.
course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, that is some lemony
that's
smelling
fresh.
lemon.
Simpsons is still that's like
Give me an extra long one.
That's a TV institution.
Yeah. Disney Plus.
Disney bought
Disney
it.
Plus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Disney
Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
has
That's right.
Simpsons?
Yeah,
All of
I
it.
didn't even
All
know
30
that.
fucking seasons.
All of
Dude,
it.
Yeah.
my sister, I finished The Mandalorian this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Mando.
That's next after I'm
It's great.
done with the. I'm never gonna
It's
watch
great.
the whole Simpsons, but
Yep, it's great.
I'm definitely gonna Mandalorian it. Isn't the new season out or coming soon?
Coming out. Coming soon. Coming
End
soon.
of October.
All right.
I
guess I'll try and
wasn't
watch it before
expecting to
then.
like it so much.
Everyone's saying that, so I guess I gotta give it a shot. Yeah.
I gave up.
Dude.
I also don't care.
Dude.
Star Wars, after they grinded the Millennium Falcon all over a planet, and this bitch just started driving it over nothing, and then Han Solo dies and Chewie doesn't die in
You gotta
a blaze of
bypass
glory.
the compressor, dude.
No, I'm out of here, bud. I'm out of here. This planet sucks.
Gotta land the
He's gotta
Falcon at
bypass the
light
compressor.
speed. Gotta
Dude,
land it at light speed.
When I heard that shit, I was like, oh, that is fucking awesome.
Gotta bypass that compressor, bro.
yeah.
Oh, it is so good.
Right,
Dude,
it's totally
I prefer
different.
martinis with a twist.
Yeah,
I was just treating the olives as dinner. This is dessert, you know?
Dude.
I feel ya.
Yeah.
All right,
I feel
olives.
ya on that.
I probably should have went with 8. I'm not
Yeah?
gonna lie.
You oliving it up?
I think if I had 8 olives, I could have had an
Just
olive
nosh
per
on a
s-
couple right now
Yeah, you
before you.
Just nosh on a couple.
Yeah.
Just nosh some olives, dude.
Nosh some olives, bro.
Oh, you brought one.
Well, you offered it, so I wanted to use your knife.
No, I just didn't. You didn't have to.
No, I had to.
Oh, you're wiping your prints off. Is what you're
Oh,
doing.
that's exactly right. Don't think I don't know.
When you look in your trunk later, there's a dead body. A couple stab marks in it.
Well, it's a hooker from 2 weeks ago,
Yep.
but
with the knife.
Yeah. In the
Clue,
study.
dude,
Clue.
leaving
Oh.
Leaving a Fear is the guy in Clue,
Is
the
he really?
80s movie. He's the guy
Leaving?
that comes in later on in the party.
Oh.
Leaving, the singer,
the lead singer
of Fear,
of Fear.
is the guy that comes in
I
and he's like, "I planned this all day," and then he dies.
I saw Clue once when I was like 10, so I don't
What a
even remember.
cameo.
God, what a great movie!
What a great movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, what a great movie.
Okay.
It's still good.
Okay.
It's still good.
Tim Curry's
because-
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still good because the ending is 4 different endings.
Mm-hmm.
So great.
Yeah.
Because it's a movie about the game of Clue, so
Right.
it's
So great.
Oh yeah, it's great.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll give it another shot.
I don't know if any other movie has successfully done that besides like Wayne's World.
The multiple
Multiple
ending thing?
ending.
Yeah, it's just so cheeky and
Yeah.
then it works with the film and like
There's
yeah.
those new Netflix movies that are like the
Choose your own
The Choose Your Own
adventure.
Adventure.
Dude, I forget
things,
which
yeah.
one I did.
Still haven't seen Bander.
Yeah, yeah.
Bander, Bander
Snitch.
Snatch.
Yeah.
Snatch.
Snookin' or Sniz.
That
Snook and her
Bandersnatch is
Sniz.
awesome because we
Seminismus.
probably spent 2 hours, me and my girlfriend, super stoned,
Yeah.
like going through like the choices. Cause
Is it cool?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's totally worth one. Like
One run.
the one nice thing that they do is when you get to the end of your movie, it'd be like, do you want to go back to this point? And you can go back to a point and
Ah.
do different choices.
No
So you
way.
can so it does let you go back in a sense.
Yeah.
It depending on what you pick, some are hard choices and there's no going back.
Yeah, yeah.
So you almost need to watch it again and pick the opposite one.
yeah.
But Bandersnatch is fun enough to like put 2 hours into it and choose. And I always go super dark and gnarly.
Nice.
Rad.
So like every time I can kill someone or
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
something
for
stupid,
sure.
I'm like, yeah, fucking slit
They did
her
a-
throat.
They
Slit
did
her
an
throat.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt one
Yeah,
too.
that one's
I wanna see,
alright.
All right. I want to see that
They
one.
did it after Bandersnatch.
Do you know anything about AI Dungeon?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
You would dig AI Dungeon.
We've talked about it a bunch of
Okay,
times
AI
together.
Dungeon.
It's AI Dungeon 2.
Yeah. Just
But
Google it. Yeah.
It's a website that you go to, and it's a choose your own adventure D&D. But
Wait, hang on. I gotta write this down because I'll forget
yeah,
it.
AI Dungeon. Yeah.
it's literally a site that does text, and it's
Mhm.
all AI. But it'd be like, do you want to be a noble, or do you want to be an archer, or do you want to be a knight, or something? And
Wait,
you-
what?
Yeah.
And then you hit that, and it's like, do you want to be in a fantasy? Do you want to be in a
It looks like
a mystery.
MS-DOS prompts. It's
Yeah.
just text
Yeah, it's
on
text-
screen.
And
Text
then you have
adventures.
3 actions you can do. You can either like say, do, or
narrative,
or
like
narrative.
story. Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can type it in, but whatever you type in, you hit enter, and the AI will like try to put it to your story.
No.
So like at one point, I was an archer.
Little roach. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Big roach.
Don't touch it.
You're gonna flick it.
Don't touch it.
Uh,
Santa Ana, man.
but that was a good one.
That was a big roach.
I was like an archer,
large.
and I got to a point where like I was gonna die, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, I just pulled out my exploding arrow and blew this guy, shot into this guy's head, and it exploded. And then like the AI wouldn't let me, so I went back, and I went back and back and back. And I was like, I reached into a cabinet and pulled out a magical arrow, and it's like, you reach into a cabinet and pulled a magic arrow. I was like, I move into the next room. I knock my arrow. It's like, you knocked your arrow. As you walk into the next room, a big soldier's there. This arrow, I was like, the arrow that I had knocked was a magical exploding arrow, and I shot it into his head. It's like, you shoot it into the guy's head and it explodes. You wail in victory.
So it's like D&D.
It's like D&D, but written by computers.
Text.
Yeah.
It's text D&D.
That's kind of rad.
Dude,
Yeah.
and I've done writing exercises and gone made shit insane. Like,
Yeah.
make it like I was I got the magical cloak from Harry Potter, and I would just sneak around everywhere, just killing everyone in a town until I was the only person left in the town.
No way.
Yeah, I was like, I just go into the shop, cloaked in Harry Potter's magical.
So how long? What's the time for? Like how long does this go?
Until you're done.
It says the end.
Right.
Like it literally will put you to an end point no matter what.
It'll give you a quest.
Yeah,
and you don't have
there's
to do it.
Quests along lines.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like if you
So you could go for a while.
Dude,
Yeah.
if you're smart enough to realize what you're doing in D&D and try to progress your story, you can literally go like, all right, your first quest is to get out of the town. So you like work through a story, get out of the town. Quest 1 complete. Quest 2 is like find a torch. Find the blue torch of flame in the valley of fucking Nader, and you're like, all right, like traveling west to Nader, and like you just go there, and then it'd be like, well, you found the torch. Now you have to find out like who lit the torch or who the mage of Nader is, and then like you can keep going, or you can just be like, it'd be like your quest is to get free, and you're like, I am the rich. Like in the end, you're like, I'm the richest man in the world, and I can travel wherever I want. The end.
Yeah.
Dude, why don't you guys write a song about one of your adventures?
Oh, we should. You got to save them. Yeah.
I have a couple saved.
Nice.
Yeah, I have some that are like really, really gnarly where I just manipulated them and I just kept going back to the point where like
because it's still AI and it still will fuck up occasionally, so you'll have to. It'll get in like a feedback loop.
It'll put you in an endless loop where
Yeah,
like I said I was in a shopkeep and I sold a magical item. And I was like I would like to sell this item for $5,000. I won't take less than $3,000. And then it's like the shopkeep says that he'll sell your item for $6,000, but he won't take less than $4,000. And then I hit enter again to like do the next part of the thing. And it's like, but you said you won't do more than $7,000 to $5,000. And you hit enter again. It's like, and then this guy says $8,000 to $6,000. And you keep like hitting enter. You're like, and this is I can never
just in a
I
loop,
can never get out of this.
Yeah.
Like all right, I'm in an idiot loop of fucking bidding wars with a shopkeep that doesn't exist. All right. My bidding war didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely fun.
Yeah,
it's great for writing exercises.
It's exactly. If you want to practice writing, just go for it.
Yeah, and it also just like as crazy as you want to get, you can get, or you can play like D&D rules, like if you want to, like you.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
supposed to.
But you can also do like fantasy, and the AI is really open to what you want to do. So fantasy is just kind of open.
That's so rad.
There's mystery. There's like unknown.
Yeah, there's like post-apocalyptic.
Dude, there's like 7 different ones on each.
So you could
category.
choose your own flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who you want to be? Like you can be a peasant, you can be a nobleman, you can be an archer, you can be a knight, you can be a paladin.
The
all
fuck
these
can a peasant do?
Be a, see the violence inherent in the system. dude.
He's oppressing me.
Help! I'm being
Peasants
repressed.
are always like they always started off on a farm or in some city where you are like a barkeep, and then the main goal is to either get out of the town or find a spouse or do a king's deed, and then you end up finding yourself into a D&D like
Okay.
Yeah.
you know, like where you're like, I'm not a fucking knight.
Did you ever
but
go
I
to
guess I'm a-
homestarrunner.com?
Of course.
Yeah. You ever played
Homestar?
Peasant's
Of
Quest?
course. No,
Peasant's
not
Quest,
that I
dude.
remember.
Okay.
Dude.
Peasant's Quest is
Peasant's Quest.
what you do when you're a peasant.
Is that Billy Talent?
Dude,
They're playing Billy Talent.
me and my brother were gonna go to fucking England and see Billy Talent play this year
That's rad.
back in May.
I just listened to that first album today with
So
Norm because
good.
Norm didn't know who Billy Talent was.
Whoa.
Dude.
He was playing me the new Fall of Troy album, and I was like, dude, it's just like shittier Billy Talent. He's like,
It
When
kinda-
I'm
how
sitting
dare
in the
you?
shadows, don't you tell me what you think is right.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking that. Okay, so a band that me and my brother. Actually, there's 2 bands.
Yeah.
Agent Orange.
Uh huh.
Me and my brother. That was like our first common love.
Uh huh.
And then Billy Talent.
Billy Talent.
I showed him Billy Talent, and he's like, "Dude, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah. Billy
very-
Talent.
It's his favorite band now.
It's like very aggressive, like to the point where it's
Those
not
Canadians.
screaming,
No.
but he is at 11 with his voice.
Yeah, for
Those
sure.
Dude.
fucking Canadians.
The fucking Canadians, dude. I told you. When I'm driving, I practice those screams in the car. Like, But I only feel comfortable doing it by myself because like I feel super
and that
self-conscious.
riff, dude.
Yeah, that's a fun riff. I love playing that riff. Drop D, dude. Drop D all day. He
So
makes
good.
the most of that D.
That's what she
Shout
said.
out Ian Desad.
Oh.
What
His last name is Desad. D apostrophe S-A. Yeah.
Dizza.
Dizza.
RZA.
Ian Dizza.
Fucking Canadians.
Canadians.
Fucking
man.
Canadians.
Nickelback, Sum 41.
Dude, I
Ryan
learned today,
Reynolds.
I didn't know Avril Lavigne married Chad Kroger.
Yeah,
Canadians.
that's the thing.
Didn't know.
And the lead singer. First, it was the lead singer of.
Absolutely, Sum
yeah.
41.
So is
I
it the
knew
real
that.
Avril Lavigne though?
Ooh,
No.
she is dead.
It is the clone.
It is
Right.
the clone.
Yes.
All right. So the clone married Chad Kroger.
Correct.
The real Avril married Busy D.
Right.
She dead,
Okay.
dude.
She's dead?
She's
Who
dead.
killed her?
But that means Paul McCartney
OD?
is also Wings,
Yeah.
Paul
Well,
McCartney's
I
not
mean,
dead either.
which makes
You
sense because
fucks.
Wings
Paul
sucks.
is dead.
You know.
Paul is
I
dead.
buried Paul.
Can we put some shit in there like we're all just clones?
Just backwards music. Let's do
Start
some
making
backmasking.
subliminal shit.
Neuralink, we're all in a simulation.
Dude,
We already are. Yeah.
Born in it.
Born.
There's
in
a
it.
stronger chance we're in a simulation than
Than
not.
not. Yeah. Just math. That's math, man.
okay, so I wrote a song that starts off like it has this one line that's saying like looking through television eyes.
Ooh.
Have you guys ever felt like one of the first times when I got really stoned was, and this happens to me often, where I click into like almost like I'm looking through a television set through my eyes.
Yeah.
It's like
Boxy.
the John Malkovich being John
Oh,
Malkovich.
yeah.
Like-
the letterbox. Yeah.
Like I'm doing
Yeah.
all these movements, but
You're
like
just observing.
is it
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
is like I'm just an observer
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
this in this spacesuit on
Meat
this
suit.
rock that's moving through,
Meat
space and time.
Meat suit.
time.
and then my anxiety gets really going, and I'm just like,
Then my anxiety gets going.
What do you?
I mean, our band's called Filmspeed.
right.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. When no more mood stabilizers, you done with all those things besides? I mean, you don't even weed right now.
I got back into weed after several months of not being on it because I was getting like,
I didn't know what I should have
uh,
offered you. Sorry, my bad.
no, it's cool.
We'll smoke after.
I'm down.
Sweet.
I kind of had like a psychotic break a couple months ago.
Oh.
Told Craig about it.
We're
did
all
I.
on board with talking about that shit too. Yeah, let's go.
I had one too.
Oh, yeah.
let's go.
You had a good one too.
It was like the
I went
because
to
I
school for
love weed.
psychology too. I'm totally mental health.
Mine's
is-
like once a week, so I'm right there with
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mine happens like every couple years, but this one was really bad and like
Ah,
Gotcha.
just anxiety overridden
Sure.
with things and
Yeah.
just
I get
weed
it.
was not working out for me anymore. Wasn't calming me down. Wasn't
Weed's
making me
great,
feel better.
but doesn't mean that you can't take a break and
Yeah.
resettle yourself. Or
For sure.
Recalibrate. The
Yeah.
brain needs to be recalibrated.
Yeah.
yeah,
A lot.
yeah.
Like-
Which is what I did until like a week ago.
Yeah.
And then I sipped on a little Steezy pen and I did a big old rip and I was just like, oh yeah,
Yeah, buddy.
this is what I miss.
Yeah, buddy.
Right.
Well, that's good. I mean, yeah, that always helps. Anxiety, right? Insomnia, right? Anorexia.
Oh, insomnia.
Right.
I mean, like I have sleep paralysis demons that visit me.
That's right. Sleep
Weekly.
paralysis. That's another thing I'd like to talk
Ooh.
about.
You have sleep paralysis?
Sleep paralysis and night terror. Like I'll wake
That's not good.
legitimately. I'll wake up swinging.
Wow.
Like 2-3 nights a week.
Wow.
Or Frozen. This is something like
Yes.
Waking up
sleep,
frozen is
sleep
scary,
paralysis is like
you're
when
awake but can't move.
you're
Yeah.
you're in
quite
between.
common, too.
You're
Yeah.
in between the dream state and your body not recognizing that you need to wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I don't like I kind of believe in ghosts, but I don't really. But I also kind of believe that there's infinite amounts of dimensions that we're perceiving at any moment in time.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what's to say that there isn't this thing that's watching you on some other plane and you're tapped into that frequency and now it's watching you?
You know, a lot
Yeah.
of people think ghosts is an easier thing to believe when
Than other dimensions?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you start
Yeah.
talking about multiple dimensions happening at one time.
Yeah,
Some people would call that ghosts.
Yeah.
sure.
Have you ever looked into lucid dreaming?
Yeah, I've
You should read a book about lucid dreaming.
so I have because I had an experience with raver ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Shout out again.
Shout out X.
I was asleep in her bed. So her shitty apartment, door was right here. Bed was right here. She had like a little desk right here. She was doing homework over here. I was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching every movement that she was doing at her computer, like above the room. Like I was almost above the ceiling,
Right.
looking down at my body, and I could see my
Ooh.
body tossing and turning.
Oh no.
Oh.
And I see her turn around,
Yeah.
Oh.
and like she's looking at me, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And I see her trying to work
Wake
me
you up?
awake.
Yeah.
And when I came to, I described every movement to her, and she's like, "How the
Yeah.
fuck would
That's
you know
sleep
that? Your eyes
paralysis.
were closed."
For sure.
It was.
Sleep
It was. I
paralysis,
was
for sure.
lucid dreaming. I was like,
Yeah.
I was astral projecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, astral projection.
Dude, so lucid dreaming, I used to read books when we're on tour a lot, and lucid dreaming will teach you to like look at time and paintings a lot,
Right.
because time and paintings are like relevant or irrelevant.
Consistent.
So
Yeah.
so what you find is inconsistencies when you're lucid dreaming, and when you can look at a clock, it's 11. Look at a clock, it's 4. Look at a clock, it's 3.
Yeah.
Look at a painting, it's fucking you. Look at a painting, it's Oliver. Like
Yeah.
the same painting's changing though, and then you can like. I've had dreams where I like look over and like the clock changed, and
Yeah.
I just like put my knee down on the ground with my hand and just jump through a fucking roof like, motherfucker, I'm here. And you're just like gone, dude. You can do whatever
Yeah.
the fuck you want. Just start grabbing shirts off of dudes, you know, sucking dicks.
Yeah.
whatever's
Your true dream.
Yeah,
Your
Going
true
skiing.
dream.
true dream.
I mean, that's
But,
it's an interesting version of the Matrix.
I was
but
gonna go the other way, but I didn't want to sound so sexist.
So I had to just make it a little
yeah,
gay.
yeah, just go sucking dicks.
But lucid dream is really
Somehow
good
less offensive.
for sleep paralysis. Because the same thing of like people totally. I did a paper on sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
But people like totally can describe themselves like sitting and like they'll be like, a bird went by my window like while I'm
Yeah.
sitting here trying to wake up, and like
Right.
they can look on their security camera and there's like a bird that comes
Yeah,
through the window.
totally.
Or they'll be like, oh, my daughter came in like 3 times while I was asleep,
Yeah.
and then like they have a nanny cam that shows their daughter getting up and going, but their eyes are closed, laying in the bed, like can't just like
Yeah.
sound asleep, not moving, not tossing, just like sitting there, and then they're just like stuck in a shell in the purgatory of awake,
So,
becoming awake.
do
Yeah.
you think that's tapping into your environment because you're in such a chilled, relaxed state that you can sense?
Absolutely. I feel like you are when you're asleep, your BPM of your heart rate is as low as it ever be.
Right.
Right.
So when you're like people that are really fit can get in like really low REMs and like breathe like where their heart beats like 35 beats
Right.
a minute, which is like insane.
That's crazy
And
low,
at that
yeah.
point, when you're like about to awaken, just like anything, people that are blind or can't hear or can't smell, all the other senses are insane. So what they think is like you can hear your daughter coming into your room, you can hear a bird
Yeah.
line outside your window and chirp, you can hear the timer go off in the kitchen that says your coffee's about to come up, but you're just in that paralysis state where you are trying to, you know, like someone that falls in the water, you're trying to swim to the top of the water to get out.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Crazy.
totally. Yeah, but look up fucking read a book about lucid dreaming.
Yeah,
That
lucid
shit-
dreaming.
Are you
shit.
into psychology?
Yeah, I used to be. Now I don't give a shit.
I was really into sociology.
Yeah,
Ooh, I took some sociology classes. Yeah.
That was
I
what
don't
I
like
started college as.
Sociology is. There's some things about it that I don't like because I feel like it led us into this really woke cancel culture due to sociology. People started looking at all these like constructs and started looking at
Yeah, that,
negativity.
which are all constructs. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they started like putting negativity on things. Well, sometimes it's just human behavior. Like,
Right.
Like, dudes can't help themselves but look at tits.
Right.
Like it's just a thing
Primal.
that dudes
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
It's a thing that's inside us. Like, absolutely, don't be fucking a rapist.
Yeah.
Don't be
Yes.
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But like, there are things that like we don't always look at the tits. But there's
Yeah.
like in my head, I'm like, don't look at the fucking tits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
something
I'm in my head,
that you
I'm
have to be conscious
You have
You have
of
to consciously
to
not
do.
look at the tip.
Sociology like makes me feel so bad about everything.
Right.
I'm just like in there. I'm like, oh, I just feel bad about everything I do. And
Right.
psychology helps me understand why we do what we do.
Sure.
Right.
Versus just putting blame and like just going like, there's a sociology construct. This is this construct. This is
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, well, who's making this shit up? Some
Fuck
fucking
your
scientist
social
that's-
norms, dude.
Fuck your social
It's also
norms,
like
dude.
somebody made up this construct And then that in itself doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, no.
Because
dude.
we're all talking about like how things are all crazy, but you can just put a name and a description on something, and that's how it's got to be.
Yeah.
Because we're all humans. It doesn't have to. That's how you saw it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that
That's how
makes
everyone
great sense
sees it.
because you're like, I can forgive myself for my fucked up flaws, but I can't handle none of your shit.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
all y'all are fucked.
Yeah, and like at some point, I'd rather just learn about why people do what they do and why they do it, and like be able to understand that and be able to put myself in their shoes,
Right.
rather than
This is why.
yeah.
Philosophy.
Yeah, I also,
Nothing matters.
Philosophy.
Yeah.
I also love philosophy too.
Yeah,
because it does just go break you down to
Yeah.
like the core group.
Dude,
that like,
who cares?
If you're not a if you're not a Buddhist, that just
yeah.
like, hey man, I'm in this meat suit. I'm gonna die someday. Like, you're gonna be attached to something that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of.
That's why
The
Midnight
world.
Gospel is awesome.
Yes, but don't you see, all energy is energy.
Dude, okay. So talking about philosophy,
Buddhist hot dogs, dude. One with everything.
I was watching Clash of the Titans, the
Yes.
80s movie.
Yes.
And Amon says, and he says it a little differently than the original saying, but it's basically says, "Call no man happy who is not dead."
Whoa.
And I was just like, "Fucking yeah, dude." Yes.
yeah, man. I get it.
Dude, super philosophical.
That has
Deep.
spoken to
Dude.
me more than anything else.
Clash of the
Especially
Titans.
about living.
Yeah, man.
Do you have a favorite movie of all time?
I'll let you know. Princess Bride.
Dude,
Yeah?
it's probably up there. Princess Bride and then Train Spotting.
Train Spotting.
right.
That is a fun movie.
And then Enter the Void.
My girlfriend
Enter
had
the
never
Void.
seen Princess Bride, and when I finally showed her it, she's not a big movie girl at all. She has not seen Star Wars either.
Did she
But-
laugh?
Oh yeah, and she bought the fucking hardback book, which had in both the front cover, like the first page, and the back one is an entire map of
Yes.
Princess Bride that I've never seen before.
Oh,
That
cool.
is
The
so
whole land.
It
rad.
shows you
Yeah.
like when they first start in the
Yeah.
land and like the sea that they go over to like the fucking Cliffs of Insanity, and then it shows you everything else inside the whole kingdom that you
Speaking
just
of
didn't
maps,
know.
I never knew there were maps in the back of that notebook. What are those maps of?
L.A., New York, Washington,
And
Cool.
Chicago. Yeah.
There you go.
and then dates.
Dates.
Yeah,
Dude,
Nice.
plum dates, green dates, purple dates, Asian dates.
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
going back to Princess Bride.
Yes.
I love Princess Bride because it's like it's fantasy, it's action adventure, and it's comedy.
Yeah,
Like it hits so many things.
All in one.
Suspense,
Suspense.
plot twists.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
insane to watch that movie and then look at all the backgrounds and other paintings.
Yeah.
They're,
Right?
like on a lot with the painting,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
just like, man, like I get that's a painting now that I've seen
Wait a
fucking
second.
Marvel and like
Wait,
Captain
right.
America or
Wait.
whatever just
Those-
fly through a fucking air.
Wait a second. Wait. Those
Whoa.
are actors?
Whoa.
Oh,
What do
Wait,
you mean?
Craig,
It's not
Whoa.
a giant man?
Craig.
Whoa.
What?
The cloths
I mean,
are
that
made-
was a giant man.
It's not a six-fingered
all their
man?
clothes are made of cotton.
All of them?
All of
Even
That's-
the leather?
That's not really Billy Crystal's nose, dude.
That's really Billy Crystal's house.
I love the pit of yeah, you're at the pit of despair. They're trying to leave.
Don't even think about trying to Skype.
Yeah.
Don't even think about trying to escape.
Don't even think about it.
Dude, that sound when he's mopping up the wound is like the most disgusting but favorite sound. Just
Ooh. Yeah, the
Takes
Foley
you right
work,
to the
dude.
moment.
Yeah.
It's just like Mel Gibson jerking off when she wrote that movie.
yeah. Come on.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
The sound that you hear in the movie is Mel,
Mel
Gibson,
Gibson.
jerking off.
Yeah. Probably not Mel Gibson. Who's the other?
No,
Mel?
he
Mel
snuck
Brooks.
in.
Mel Brooks. Wish said he
Oh.
wrote it. Yeah, sorry.
Mel
Not
Brooks.
Mel Gibson.
Oh, Mel
The other
Gibson.
guy.
Die Hard or whoever. Like, oh, no, that's
But
Bruce
Mel
Willis.
Gibson
Okay.
made some movies too, Passion of the Christ. So he may think that he should have made Princess Bride as well.
He thinks he's Jesus.
Yeah, he
at
probably
least.
does.
He
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
Jesus. He is.
He
you
is
know,
Jesus,
he's-
yeah.
But he hates Jews.
Oh, and the
Sure does.
writing in the
Sure
comedy in
does.
that movie is so good. When they're like on
Dude.
the boat and they're like, "Physic, are there rocks ahead? If there are, we'll all be dead." Don't say any more rhymes. I mean it. Anybody want a peanut? It's like the best, dude. That stupid shit.
Yeah.
The screeching eels.
Screeching eels. Rodents
They're
of unusual
so
size.
Yeah.
Like,
Rodents
Dude,
of
yeah.
unusual
that band,
size.
dude, practices here. ROUS.
Okay, so I was gonna say yes.
Ding, ding,
I
ding,
fucking
ding.
saw them at the Ad Arts building on First and Grand. Street punk band. They're fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
they're really
punk
good.
as fuck.
Yes.
dude.
They're really good.
So good.
Yeah,
They
they practice
wear,
right here.
like-
I didn't know that they were still a band.
Dude, jean
They're
jackets
here.
with giant rodents of unusual size, like patches on
Yeah,
their back.
So rad.
Yes, I used to go to their shows.
So
Nice.
rad.
Yes,
They're really good.
We're doing live streams and then we'll take a break and we hear just like
Whenever we come
like,
back in, we're like, you should be listening to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
They're
a
really cool.
good
Yeah.
punk band. Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys should hear that.
Yeah, they're rad.
They are good.
They're super rad. That's
have to
rad that
see
you
them.
mentioned that because I was gonna say something about them.
Yeah.
They're here.
They're here.
Same, we're mind melding here, man.
Must be the Tanqueray.
It's the acid that I put in the
He dosed us, dude. He dosed us in the knife.
Dude, so there was one day when I shared my weed with Craig and Dakota.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Jesus
Allegedly.
Christ.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
And
Alleged Dakota is what
Alleged
I'm saying.
Alleged Dakota.
Yeah.
The weed, me, you is fine.
And Dakota was like, "Man, I'm feeling really funny. Are you sure you didn't put acid in this?" I'm like, "First of all, I wouldn't do that. Second of
Yeah.
all,
You can't smoke acid, can you?
no. Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Dude, this weed is fucking awesome." And I think it was like green crack or something like that.
Yeah.
Is he not a
good
big
old
weed guy?
GC, dude.
I
I
love
don't-
green crack.
He's an interesting
No, Dakota?
cat.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dakota's a big old pothead.
Well, we'll have-
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Alleged Dakota.
Alleged Dakota. Yeah. You're right.
No, we'll have to have him on too and talk about hip hop
And him being a dad.
and being a dad
Yeah.
and being a dad.
He's a dad.
We'll get this
Dad.
spot. Yeah, dad.
Yeah.
But once we post this episode, because I didn't tell him that you were on, so once we post this episode,
tag him in
you
it.
know, yeah, I'm gonna tag him in it. Yeah, I'm like, well, get your schedule together, Dad.
Yeah, let's go,
Dad.
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 Daddy.
Daddy AF.
Daddy.
Daddy, stop. Have you guys seen that meme?
No.
No.
It's like, God, there was some dispute happening, and it was like some like Trumper guy, and this really big dude was like, "Daddy, stop," and the Trump guy was like, looked all confused, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
He just told him, "Daddy, stop."
But in like a really like
Yeah.
high resonant voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, "Daddy, stop."
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, what?
He's like, "I'm confused as
Every
fuck." What the
fuse in his brain just shorts.
I forgot everything that I was talking about.
That's pretty great.
What in the white America is happening right here?
So you're voting for Mitt Romney, are you? You're a Mitt vote?
Voting Green Party.
Green? Are
Yeah,
you Green
Gary
Party?
Johnson.
Is that who's?
I don't think he's running anymore.
No, he's
No,
not.
I'm just
Craig,
Who's the Green Party
sidebar.
candidate?
I don't
Yes?
even know.
Okay.
Band Down the Hall
Yes.
was just covering
Mm-hmm.
Freak of the Week by Marvelous 3.
No shit.
Wait,
That's-
no. If you make me a promise.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Really?
what they're.
We've heard some weird shit in here.
Dude.
Like I've heard
Marvelous
Asian Kung
three.
Fu
I'm like,
Generation
going
and
to-
shit.
I'm
Yeah.
like peeing, I'm like, what? And then the end. Ba ba da 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 ka ka.
Is Butch Walker next door, guys?
No.
Oh,
No.
It was not perfect like Butch Walker.
Okay.
Yes.
Shout out Butch. We know he's watching.
We know he's watching.
Yeah, Butch, thanks, bud.
Yeah.
Did you see? He just posted today a picture of his guitar arsenal in his studio before it burnt down.
Oh.
Which is
Oh.
a house he was.
It
Wait,
comes
burnt
full
down
circle.
How?
It
He
was a
used,
while
he used to
ago.
rent Flea's house in Malibu.
Don't feel
before-
bad.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
he's fine
This
now.
is not your apartment,
But
and
it-
like all,
yeah,
everything
no,
that
no,
you
no.
own.
This wasn't
burning
12 years
down.
ago. Yeah.
But it was like.
But this wasn't like the Malibu fires and stuff like
it was
that?
those.
It
big
was
fires,
Oh, it
like
was those.
4 5 years ago.
It was,
4 years
yeah.
ago. But he had like 67 P bass, 67 Harmony,
Oh.
77 Gibson. This one, this one, this one, this
Yeah.
one, this one. You're just like, he's like, I miss you. I was like, I feel you're rich. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But for a second,
Just go buy another one. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, like, that's just
it was
like
like 71 Gibson E335 or whatever, like the fucking OG, like a bunch of shit. We're just like, oh yeah, if you're a fucking snob, these are the guitars they have, and that's why you don't have them because they burned down in the Malibu fires.
Guys, I hate to do this, but like we came so full circle with guitars burning down. Did we finish this episode just naturally, or is there more drinking to do?
Wow.
Started before we began.
Do we have anything to plug? Like, we can keep drinking. I'm not saying we
We
stop
keep
drinking.
drinking. Yeah. I mean, are we at?